It is Wednesday, my dudes. Powerful.
All right, everybody. Hey, welcome to the show. Yes, Pam at Fargo, if you try to run over law enforcement, they can and will shoot you. I don't know if that's the exact state of it. I wanted to get to this. I think I have that story.
There's still
oh, this is live. I don't want live. I don't want the live one.
No live?
I don't want live because they'll be like, they're still doing this, they're still doing that. I want the reported story for the facts that we currently have. Which let's see, is this one also? Nope, this one's not live. All right, great. Let's go to this. I found out about this just at the
VHS.
just at the beginning of the show, right before we launched. I told you I was making appointments. The person I was making appointments told me there's a large amount of ice in the state. They're going to even be in the area, but apparently, like an hour or two ago, they shot and killed a woman, and I'm getting conflicting bits of information. Like Pam at Fargo is implying. Some are saying the woman was trying to run over the ICE agents. I don't know anything about that. I literally have, and it's kind of grainy. I wish you guys would get a better quality on your video. I have a video here. We're going to find out what NBC is saying at the moment.
Spokesperson Tricia McLaughlin. She says, quote, we just got this into the newsroom, quote, today, ICE officers in Minneapolis were conducting targeted operations when rioters began blocking ICE officers, and one of these violent rioters weaponized her vehicle, attempting...
All right, so even on NBC, even on the left-leaning one, she tried to run over the ICE agents at the riot, and they shot and killed her. This is one of those where the people that hate ICE are going to be like, yeah, see what ICE is doing? It's like, yeah, but I'm sorry, like, if you charge at a guy with a gun with your car, I don't care if it's a police officer or just a regular person. I understand their idea of like, oh, I can't beat a car. I can't outrun it. I can't get away from it, especially in a crowded situation. So they shot at her. Yeah, this is one of those where nobody's good in here. I don't think the guy that shot the lady did a good job. I think he protected himself. Yeah. I don't think the lady was thinking very wise. Like, again, this idea that people can like, oh, I can protest. I can violently protest. I can use my car as a weapon, but I shouldn't suffer any consequences.
Yeah. How dare you retaliate?
I get rioting because you don't agree with ICE, but if you decide to turn your car into a battering ram to hit all the cops with it, then don't be surprised when they shoot. Because, again, for all of the, like, we need to get rid of guns, the one group that doesn't ever disarm is the police officers. When California put stricter gun laws in place, they didn't start taking them away from the cops. No, the cops still get to have guns.
No,
the police officers. And that's the other thing. They always want to end like, well, we don't want these people having military-grade weapons. We only want the SWAT team and the police department to have those. Literally, in some cases, they are second-hand military weapons. 69 after this is my neighborhood. Whoa. I didn't know that. Jacob Fry is wild for what he said. I don't know what Jacob Fry said. Act of terrorism averted, says Jay Warren. I don't know about either of those. I do know that the way it was told to me, I was a little concerned. It was like, oh, ICE killed somebody. Like, and it's just like to make it, like the way I heard it made it sound like ICE killed somebody. Like they went in to get somebody and they shot someone. And it's like, okay, now I'm curious. But the fact that, like, again, of anybody, like, you'd think in this state with the way it is, if they were going to downplay aspects to make it look worse than it is, they wouldn't have immediately opened with, apparently this violent terrorist, or violent, not terrorist, excuse me, violent rioter weaponized their vehicle. The minute I hear the phrase weaponized their vehicle, I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Okay. We know what happened, and she deserved it.
He told ICE to get out of my city. Oh, it's his city? Oh, it's amazing how it's his city, but he never wants to do anything to run it properly or stop the rampant fraud that's happening. But he'll sure as hell jump up real quick and say in Somalia, I love all you guys.
Yeah. While he chokes.
Oh, I've got more on that, too. I've got more, like, spoiler alert, we have more. They are committing fraud in the state, and people have been calling it out, and nobody's doing anything about it. And I have yet another. They committed fraud in another state, and people called it out. And again, it's the same exact blueprint. It's democratically, and they covered it up because they don't rather than go
They need
after the
that
people
voter
committing
base. They
fraud,
need power.
right? Rather than going after the people committing fraud, like these investigations. Like, by the way, these are the investigations people of that state. They got reprimanded. Again, they got their heads chopped off for doing their job, reporting like we found incidents of fraud. This doesn't seem right. These daycares are charging for a lot. These daycares, these health centers, name it, are charging for a lot of money that doesn't make any sense. Well, better not do any of that. Better cover that up real quick. So yeah, no, but we're gonna keep going in this. So again, if the facts we have, someone weaponized their vehicle, someone f***ed around and found out, which
Yeah.
I'll say this, regardless of whether you're for or against ICE, like if you're going to charge at them with your vehicle, expect them to do something about it. Just in general. But I'm not surprised. Not surprised it's gone to that level in this state, considering the lady we had in the Nick Shirley video who just screams like an idiot, ICE is here. I don't come out. It's ICE. It's like, no, it's just one stupid, lame podcaster. Yeah. And then we have another lady, the one I was talking about earlier, in Minnesota, that literally was covering up for these fraud things happening to the point where she wouldn't listen to her auditors. They're like, she won't speak to us. She won't speak to us. It's another one of these dumb uber liberal, I'm with every stupid uber liberal cause. Another part, like to the point where it's becoming a cookie cutter where I'm like, as soon as you fit this profile, can we just agree you don't get to be in charge of anything? Because it's been proven time and time again, it doesn't work out. And I know we could say that about a lot of different groups of people, but I'm saying just in general with this one, like not like you made a bet and you bet wrong and we all suffered in the end. Like, no, you literally don't do your job well or deliberately do it badly because you want to perpetuate the myth that you believe in your head. Like, I'm fine with people taking facts and acting on them. But I'm tired of the people like, no, I live in a la-la land and everything's great, so go off. I can't have anyone question fracture that narrative. Hey, Digger sent you. Yeah, Digger did get your Discord message, buddy. We
I actually forgot to hit send, so I just went back and hit send when I saw your message.
Oh dear Lord. Wild
I left
Saffron.
The message is all typed up, just hang in there.
Wild Saffron has no sympathy. She's as cold as ice. She's willing to sacrifice her life. That's harsh. That's harsh. But objectively funny.
But
objectively
very
funny.
true. Very true. Hello.
Also, yes, also objectively true. I suppose I'm a dick. I'm a piece of shit now because like I do that and I'm like, yes, that's very harsh. Also objectively funny. And you're like, I'm very, very true. And I'm like, right, I forgot the complete fact that joke was based in reality. Too soon.
To run over our law enforcement officers in an attempt to kill them. An act of domestic terrorism.
Oh, great. This is the other part where if you're a rioter, like this state, like for all the they're jackbooted thugs and blah blah blah, you guys forget if your narrative is true, you're getting away with a lot just showing up and protesting. And like the idea now that if you show up and you protest and let's say you bring in extending baton, something every single one of these guys has, and you unveil that mofo and you take a thwack or two, you can be declared a domestic terrorist and all of your judicial rights are now forfeit.
Yeah.
So it's just, I love that people say this is such a huge, bad, jackbooted like society, but then they'll do stuff like this, realizing that just the thinnest infraction and they could go AWOL on you, and they haven't yet. Like, again, they shot the lady that tried to drive over them. They didn't arrest every single person at this riot and declare them a domestic terrorist. And they could. And that's the part people should be worried about.
Well, and that's why I don't like this whole domestic terrorist thing.
And, well, again, like I said, congratulations.
I think
you weaponized your car. She's a domestic terrorist. She came at them with an assault Hyundai. It was in first gear. It was fully automatic. This can't handle a manual. So let's just face down, ass up. She's no longer. Well, yeah. Again, a lot of people on a lot of different sides. Here's the part that sucks now. Now the people that are anti-ICE are going to ramp up even more. They're out here murdering us. Like, right. And if that lady's car had connected, no lives would have been lost. But it's still, again, it's like people are going to keep pushing these bounds. I don't know if you know this or not. Yeah. One side of this party comes armed to the teeth. So I really
No.
don't understand the
why these people come out and think they can get away with stuff.
Red Man. Next, he just wants to move on. All right, well, let's let the last minute of this report finish. I'd quit interrupting it.
On to say, an ICE officer fearing for his life, the lives of his fellow law enforcement, and the safety of the public, fired defensive shots. He used his training and saved his own life and that of his fellow officers. She goes on to say, the alleged perpetrator was hit and is deceased. Thankfully, the ICE officers who were hurt are expected to make full recoveries. This is the direct consequence of constant attacks and demonization of our officers by sanctuary politicians who fuel and encourage rampant assaults on our law enforcement.
I don't know that they fuel and encourage rampant assaults on our law enforcement, but I will say there are regular rampant attacks
are people
by
who do.
politicians who, again, don't, for nothing else, as we found out with
Fuck
that
off.
whole voter system thing, who don't want to lose illegal votes. Like, that's the scariest, creepiest part of this for all of Tim Walz is like, this is January 6th and Donald Trump led an insurrection against a perfectly legal and fair election. It's like, mofo, we just found out Minnesota has a voucher system, and you guys have been actively fighting all of this immigration stuff, all of it. You've been fine with whoever from wherever can come here and almost do whatever so long as they vote Dem. And it's just, yeah, that's scary. The worst part is, though, like, and this is something I said this morning, even if the Republicans took everything, shit won't improve here. She had delusions of resistance. Yeah. Well, guess what? Guess what she didn't resist? The impact of the bullet. So I know Kim Potter probably wouldn't have charged if she
In
didn't.
charge.
Wouldn't have been charged if
hadn't
she
yelled
didn't
taser.
say
Yeah.
taser.
She's the cop that he was I think he was in the car. He was trying to grab a weapon and she yelled taser and went to tase him, but she didn't realize
grabbed
had
her gun and
in
shot
her
him.
hand. Yeah.
And he was
She had her
handing
gun,
over,
not
wasn't
her
he handing
taser.
over his weapon, like, legally?
No, he
Okay.
was going for a
I'm
weapon.
thinking
from
of,
what I recall.
I'm thinking of the and this is the other fun part where people are like, oh, you know, George Floyd. It's like, no, you have plenty of good cases. Why do you pick the one bad one that I can find 8 million flaws with? Like, again, like,
Yeah.
what's the name of what's the name of the dude in the car that was a licensed concealed
you
weapons
did it.
carrier, and he was handing it over, and he got shot while he told them that he was handing over his firearm. He's like, I'm armed, and he reached across to give it to them, and they
I don't remember that one.
shit.
Tried to drive
Somebody
away
else
with
will in
another
the chat.
cop hanging out the car window.
Red Man, LARP
That's
gone
what Tim
wrong.
Potter did?
Oh, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, this is again another one of those. I'm gonna be a
so many
virtue
of them.
signal firefighter brand. Again, this is another
I'm
one of
gonna
those.
go viral, and I'm gonna make lots of videos, and I'm gonna make tons of money.
I don't know that was the thinking, but if that was the thinking, Castillo, thank you,
Well,
thank
I'm
you,
sure that
Castillo.
was part of it.
Oh God, I can't. But anyhow, Castillo was God. I can't get. I'm not getting his first name now too. I'm screwing up so much. Don't reach for your weapon at all. Let them take it off you. Yeah, that was his mistake, but I don't think that was a mistake worth dying for. Now she's harping in the arms of the angels. In the arms of the angels. It's
Nice.
one of those where like I said, I didn't get to look at it before we started the show, but I heard about it and I was very worried because, like I said, ICE is apparently going to be in the St. Cloud area, and when that information was shared with me, I had to fight my urge to go, good. I hope they grab a lot of people,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
here's what I'm not
Just
worried
the
about.
illegal criminals.
I'm not
Yeah.
worried about being stopped for being an illegal alien because I'm not, and I have documentation. And the other thing is, with all of the work I've had to go through for my documentation, for all the stuff I've had to put up with in this state, to find out so many people in this state not only turn a blind eye, but actively protect people breaking the rules. I'm like, oh my God. And if I were one of those people, I wouldn't get to be one of them because I don't vote the right way and I don't have the right ethnicity and the right gender identity issues. I'm like, oh my God. Like, again, just
Yep.
North Dakota bound. Anyways, seriously, maybe a cursory Google search. Remind me later.
about
Cursory
Christmas?
Google search.
Fernando.
North Dakota.
Fernando Castillo.
Fernando, thank you. Philando Castillo.
Philando.
Philando. Either way, the point is that was a wrongful death thing. That guy shouldn't have died. Bullet landed like inches away from his freaking like 3-year-old daughter. So there was so much bad on that. But again, we didn't have that. We didn't hold that guy up as the victim like we did when it's like, hey, this other guy that got really effed up on drugs and was like passing illegal money and kind of committing some issues and loitering in a business. And so they called the police and the police came out and they had a Benny Hill sketch happen with trying to get him into the car after he ate a giant rock of fentanyl. Yeah, that guy is a just complete travesty of the justice system. And we're not gonna take it. There's no.
Yeah.
Scruffy, why fight the urge to send them all home? Here's where I can't say that. I can't parts. Don't get me wrong. Parts of me think that when I do these stories, and that's part of the reason these stories are put out the way they are. Where I do story after story or read story after story of new fraud found. Like parts of me feel that way. But here's the other problem. My daughter literally has friends in school who are like children of these families, and so we did that. Like they'd go to. And you know what? It would break her little heart. And that's where I go, all right, look, I just want all of the bad apples out of the cart. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
that's all I'm saying.
That's why I'm like, yeah, if they're here illegally or if they are a criminal, a known criminal, they're gone.
I'm a known criminal lover.
Period. If they're here illegally or if they're a known criminal, they're gone. It is fairly easy if they're here, if they're done it the right way. If they
we're
don't
here,
have
we're
a
queer, and
criminal
God
record.
damn it, I need a beer.
Yes, I need a beer.
Your kid can learn a valuable lesson. Don't befriend illegals. Scruffy, I have no idea if you've ever had or have children or a child. That's easy. That's an easy sentiment to have. But it's really hard to look into the face of a sobbing kid who doesn't understand why her little friend is gone. By the way, her little friend, by the way, who did absolutely nothing wrong.
Yeah. The friend's not at fault either. It's just circumstances. Yeah. But
the minority has spoken.
Brian, the minority has spoken. I love it. Brian's saying she will make new friends in a higher trust society, send the kids back to. Yeah. You're right.
Again,
You're right, but it's hard to tell the kid. It's
again, I hear you. It's just as someone who's had to be with my boobers, and she's been like, and you're like, it's just it's the way of it, like when we have to explain.
Her mom and dad didn't do things quite the right way, and now they've got to go back home.
Where again, she just loves her friend. She doesn't understand any of this stuff. Sorry, kid, your friend was sent to a farm where she can run the. Wow, Saint Aaron.
No, Saint Aaron, we're not killing the people. We're just sending them back home.
Johnny, I have a better view of the incident. All right, like you have a link from the front.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm interested.
Can you drop it in the Rumble?
I don't know if 69F this has a Rumble. Sorry, kiddo, your friend's parents were criminals. They had to go back to their crappy country. Ah.
Well, see, I would have put it nicer. Sorry, but their mom and dad did some bad things.
Again, that's
the wrong way.
I don't even get to that point. The point I'm saying is my heart breaks for my daughter. That's all I'm saying. Yes. And there's no avoiding that. That's all I'm saying. Archdice, my weekly dues, sir, with $5. Thank you, Arch Magnus Tim. You're an immense favor. Thank you. We have to talk about that. So Friday's GoFundMe show where you and I are going to do gross jelly beans. I might have Vegemite. Hold your fucking phones, but I might have Vegemite tomorrow.
Vegemite for this.
If the Vegemite arrives tomorrow, as it's supposedly, I will have squeezable Vegemite, which means we'll have Marmite, spoons of Marmite on the wheel, and we'll have squeezes of Vegemite where I got to do a squeeze, and I'm just like, ugh. You'll get to watch it lay a
Squeeze.
nice little squeeze line. I'm guessing if it spreads like Marmite, it's gonna make a nice little squeeze line. It'll probably
What do you
look
put
like
it
a
in
pile
little
of duty.
quarter teaspoon cup, a little squeeze. Ugh, you might get way more than you're needing.
All right.
I don't know. For your own
Jesus
sake,
Christ.
just measure it out. I'd hate. Ugh. SH has got a good point. She says, just tell your kid that now they have.
That's the one I read where I was like,
yeah.
Jesus, that's harsh.
makes
Like,
sense.
just tell her she has a pen pal now. That's
No,
That's
that's
not.
pretty cool. I like that. I had pen pals. We made friends with people, and then it turns out that my pen pal, her family ended up moving to our town, so I got to meet my pen pal in real life. It was cool.
This time is for a Karen. What? What time?
I don't know.
Like a kitty
Dane
treat.
Caesar, he might have it. He's hoping it'll come in tomorrow.
I'm hoping it'll come in tomorrow. I ordered it. It shipped. I should have it hopefully by tomorrow if all goes according to plan. So I should have here's the best part. There was that comes in like a little jar. There was a little jar of it, and that was like $12. And then there was the squeezable one that was $11. I'm like, oh my God, it's cheaper to squeeze. I did not know it was cheaper to squeeze, but I'm all for it. Save that money. Ablatius, how you doing? Good to see you. Greetings to you, Ablatius. Happy to have you on the Rumble chat. The Rumble chat not on the screen because you guys have full freedom of speech, where you can say
We get
whatever
freedom
about
of
whatever.
speech, but that means that we can't show it to the YouTube. So
The other two we try to keep
chat,
somewhat
YouTube
clean.
chat would probably handle it, but it's the YouTube overlords that don't like it so much.
Saint Caesar, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not mixing the
Thor,
two.
Saint Caesar, you're just mean. I'm mixing the two. Oh,
But as
so
I'm
I'm hoping I can have them, one or both of them, for next month. Because right now, all I've got are random shots of maple syrup, which can do something instead of whatever you're doing.
Oh, this
You know,
is
if it's
this
something
is
that I can't do.
this is an indica thing. My legs have been bothering me all day.
No, I was talking about for the thing on Friday.
I thought you meant what I was doing
Yeah.
right now.
No. I meant that I would, like, I've got maple syrup
Oh,
shots that
okay.
I can do. Yeah. While you're shaving your face, I could do a shot of maple syrup, sort of thing. But I've got the maple syrup, I've got the random shots, and then I've also got
You've got
the
two
jelly beans.
eyebrows and a
That's
full
all
head of
I've
hair.
got.
You got
I'm
some very
not.
shaveable surfaces.
No,
It all grows
no.
back. Believe
I
me, I
know.
know this.
no. It's supposed
I
to
grow
be
it back
mildly
by-
irritating. That would break me. No.
Can't what? Send links? Oh damn. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah, 69F. The only way you can send
That
links
we
in
had too many
is-
issues when we had that open where too many people just show up and send links in, and I'm like, eh.
Yeah, can he send a link in a super chat?
Oh, I mean that I think you can do. LMAO, very shaveable surfaces, right? You have several very shaveable surfaces. And at least two of them are completely camera friendly.
No shaving for me. No.
That's so
We have to
bull.
find something else I can do instead of that.
Do you want
that
to
is
draw
mildly
Do you
irritating
want to
for
draw
me.
pipes on your arms, like little glass pipes on your arms, like you guys made me do? The squeezies of anything is cheaper for some weird reason. Sambal Olek is over 100, 200. Can't remember last time I checked. A case for actual gallons. But the case of squeezies were cheap as fuck. I think it's because the ones that aren't squeezed are probably like in glass jars or whatever. Maybe that's the only thing
Oh
I
yeah,
can think.
maybe the packaging costs more.
Is Johnny shaving with syrup? No, I would just be doing the usual shaving of the face and arms. And after the news of what happened this after, was it afternoon? I don't know. Whatever, what happened today, this morning in the cities, I'm probably not going out to get my hair cut this weekend. Because it might be difficult
Yeah,
to go out.
maybe put a pin in that one. Or maybe
Oh,
the
dear
following
Lord.
weekend.
Lab Glass tried to ice and got iced. That's just one where I'm like, I was really, here's what I'll say in a weird, and this makes me, I guess, a piece of shit, but in a weird way, I'm really, really glad it was somebody who like did so. I was so worried that it was going to be one of these, and they're overusing force, and because as I've been saying the whole time with like the deployment of the National Guard to some of these cities, like you guys let your cities get this shitty, like this is happening now. Like you opened that door. Whether you approve or disapprove of the action, you can't deny that the people that are in charge have let things devolve to a point where someone could justify that action. You left the door open for them. And so I was really worried that was going to be another one of these where it's like they left the door open to critique what they're doing because whatever. But then again, like I said, immediately they weaponized their vehicle. Oh God.
Never mind. No, that's on them.
Although I will say this, when I hear the phrase they weaponized their vehicle, my brain immediately goes to like some of the video games I've played before and things like that, and like movies I've watched, like Death Race. I'm like, so what? Like they put like a 50 on it, or like machine guns? Did it have like flares? Like someone says they weaponized their vehicle, and I picture like a giant plow with spikes, and it's just like boof, and that's not what happened.
No, I think it's the Killdozer. Weaponized their vehicle, and I think Killdozer right away.
Yeah, but that wasn't really a vehicle so much as like I suppose a tractor's vehicle. I'm cutting. I'm splitting hairs. I'm splitting hairs. You should shave them on your face, like the eyebrows. A girlfriend, AI girlfriends don't shave. AI girlfriends totally shave. She does all the time. SH, what happened? What happened where? In I think it was it was Minneapolis. Apparently there was a riot in Minneapolis of people conflicting with ICE. And a lot of times we hear that those rioters are paid and that kind of stuff. I'm going to guess that this one wasn't, because I feel like there isn't any amount that they can pay you to take it to that tilt. One of these people apparently got very uber up in their feels, and they decided to use their vehicle and charged at the cops with their car, and the ICE agents... an ICE agent, one ICE agent, opened fire and ended up killing the driver. Okay. It sounds like she hit a couple of ICE agents too, because they're like several ICE agents are in the hospital and they're recovering. So it sounds like that happened. The third world become the third world, but we can't get rid of them because Johnny's kid might cry. Exactly, Scruffy. I don't want my daughter to cry. Nick in Fort Wayne says it wasn't a riot. Okay.
No, it was a protest, but they were being violent. The protesters were being violent.
Okay.
From what I understand.
Here's what I'm going to say until I have more information on that. Okay. Kids also cry when they cannot eat ice cream before their dinner, says Brian. Oh, mine doesn't do that. If you tell her she has to eat her dinner first, she'll just find a way to plow through that task. She'll cut corners anywhere she can, but she'll plow through that task like a fire. I like when me and my daughter are hanging out, we're having fun, and she doesn't want to go upstairs and eat dinner, but I'm like, you gotta go upstairs and eat dinner. I am amazed at how quickly she goes upstairs, eats dinner, finishes dinner, and then then starts asking, can I come back downstairs and hang out, Dad? I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? It's so fast, half the time, I don't even get up from my seat. I'm like, I'll just wait here. She'll be right back. She'll be right back. Oh, so business as usual. I wouldn't say business as usual. I would definitely call it an escalation. Because conflicting with ICE agents, not cooperating, canceling their hotel reservations, actively trying to run them over to the point where they fire back at you. I'd say that's an escalation. I saw the video. The lady was blocking the street with her car. When an ICE agent went to open the door, she drove at another one and then got... Oh.
Okay.
So yeah, I get okay, blocking them with your car, I can get that. But you have to know that it's going to equal you getting arrested. Yeah. You don't get to block them with their car and they just go, oh, well, guess we can't go down this street. They're going to escalate this, and you need to know that. A
non-peaceful protest is automatically a riot now. Okay.
I don't know. Also, what's hard charge the definition of a riot? A non-peaceful protest is a riot. I don't know. I went to the Sulaks once. It was cool to see those 1,000-footers up close. 1,000-foot what?
In other news, the Sulaks in Michigan has a problem with ice, but no worries because the Coast Guard Z-Cutter is clearing the ice blockage. She's joking because she's talking about real,
Oh.
literal ice.
Oh,
Yes.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Like giant, they make actual giant chunks of ice up there. Nice.
Yeah.
I know back in the old day, that's like how they got ice. They didn't have refrigeration.
That's what they do. They cut the ice up and bring it down from way up north in big ice blocks. It's neat.
It was cool.
It's very interesting.
So yes. So yeah. Why, mommy? Why? I'm sorry. God, Lord, help me, Jesus. Who did that? Oh. Clutching my metaphorical prayer. Of course, it was Nucleatic Gaming. Thank you for the 25 bits. 1,000-foot freighters. Oh,
I didn't
cool.
even hear that. Oh, I didn't even hear the jump scare. I didn't know anything. I didn't know what you were flipping out about till I saw it on the screen.
I don't know if there's a setting I need to change with Discord or whatever. Since we switched to this PC, it apparently does not transfer all that over to you. I might have to change some settings. I don't know.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Oh, thank the Lord. I got a
What
notification.
happened?
I heard that one.
Was fill some holes. What happened? Did nobody hear the jump scares and the things coming across? I
No.
heard
heard
the
the
jump
cowbell.
scare. I heard the what happened. Nucleatic Gaming played the jump scare and I went, ah. And then St. Caesar, I heard it. Thank the Lord. Whew.
Okay.
I was worried I was going crazy. Where did I put my cowbell?
I smiled a lot.
Ah, there we are.
Thank you. Was fill some holes.
There's
42
our
months, that's
cowbell.
awesome.
Here we go. Little cowbell coming in for was fill some holes with renewal there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Cowbell coming in for you. Moo. Didn't fix hype trains though, says Nucleatic Gaming. Here's something weird about like the hype trains yesterday and everything. I rounded up the money that came in from the analytics thing, like because I was like, there's no way it doesn't seem like it's enough. Either way, we with everything that we got in yesterday on Rumble and Twitch, we're down to $20 on the 19th. So I'm going to be hilariously amused if we knock out the month on Friday. This is crazy. It's crazy. It's wild. I don't know what to do. So thank you so much. And then
Look at all the wieners.
Here comes a train, a busy little train.
now I've got the train and the minibus. They're all going on the
Mummies and daddies, the grandpas and the grannies. Everyone's aboard on the 809. Here comes the train, and here comes driver 10-2. Wahey! Here it comes, here it comes. Here comes the train today. Here comes the train!
Thank you very much. Oh, there it is. This is Nucleatic Gaming. Well, we got.
Somebody fought in the minibus. Somebody fought in the minibus.
And that one's just cutting in and out. But the first, look at all. Now they're spraying your lap. Lap thinks you need a little fresh.
Holy, they're going crazy everywhere. Ablacious with a gifted sub over on the Rumble. Let's wait.
nice.
Bud Bridge is receiving that gifted membership. Thank you, Ablacious. Where is my
Way to go.
cowbell
Thank
again?
you,
I've got to ring a cowbell again. This time for Bud Bridges on behalf of Ablacious. Thank you very much. Cowbell coming in. Moo. So thank you very, very much for that. I appreciate it. All right, so now we're at level 1 or 2. Technically, I would go as far as to say, all right, we're 70% of level 1. If we go 10% more on level 1, I'm counting it as 2 with that gifted. Screw it, I'm counting it as 2 automatically, although it seems like when we get there.
Nice. I get my panting. I got to hear the panting turtle. Thank you.
With the
Banana.
Buck chicken with the buck banana and the buck bandana. I fucking hate you people. That will be.
I love that it looks like the wee pig is
Riding
riding
the
on
turtle.
fucking turtle.
Lizard.
Oh, I heard
lizard,
it that
lizard,
time.
Lizard.
Oh,
Just
now you're getting farted on. You got freshened up and now you're getting farted on. Nice.
will there be rioting in Minnesota just like
Have you ever
BLM?
had a dream that
I don't know, man.
that you had you could you do you want
I wish I could
you
pull up my
you could
pussy,
do so
pussy,
you
pussy,
you
pussy,
do
pussy,
you could
pussy.
you want him to do you so much you could do anything.
Never. I've never, ever. Sorry.
Only with her. When Digger comes down to Merca, you need to add a few poses.
Whoa.
Wearing
Right?
her
Thank you,
underbreast.
Fettuccine Poo-Poo. Whoa. Rusty, just whoa.
Whoa.
No poses wearing her underbritches to your gallery.
Yeah.
No.
What the heck are we
Whoa.
talking about?
Whoa. I'm not sure, but just no.
All right, so we're at level 2, 19%. I have to do this first controlled burn and then reload this thing. Oh man, I gotta get this guy ready for this Friday. Today, Junior, today.
Oh my goodness. There's the Rusty's ducks. That's your duck security.
There's Rusty's Duck Security
sponsor.
enforcing the law. There's the first controlled burn. Wild Saffron asking Rusty Grammar, what makes you think she wears underbritches? Ooh. They're going to make this protest driver a saint. I can't.
I don't know why, but that really tickled me. Forget the I can't breathe crowd. Just,
I can't drive.
drive.
See, but now I hear that.
Blasphemy.
I hear that, and all I hear in my head is, I can't drive 55. And it's like that. Yeah, that might have been part of your. You were in a
Wearing each
residential
other's
zone.
Undies, true love, says Lab Glass. Wearing each other's undies.
I'll one up you with Blastoise. So he drops that, and now Rusty with the boot. Oh, it's Rusty again. Yeah, I don't. Yes, Arch Magnus, him. We got it. I got it. It's very funny. I
appreciated it.
It's also very, very, very soon. I'm holding.
It is
all,
never too soon.
It is when you're like I'm worried of going too hard one way or another and finding facts that contradict my beliefs, and then I feel like a piece of shit. So right now I have I'm not happy about any of this, but at the same rate, if she really was blocking the ICE officers with her car, and then one of them tried to get her out of the car, and she just kind of took off at other police officers with said car. Yeah, I understand how it went this way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
What color was
gaming
she?
with the
Was she an
that's the other thing.
angry
We have
black
no
woman, or was
we
she a
have no
stupid
well here's
white woman.
here's my guess. Here's my guess, just off of what we know currently. I'm gonna go with you can go with the trend of just hopefully whitish haired, single liberal lady in Minnesota that golly gee darn just wants to be an ally. But we don't. Again, this is the other part of the problem. As the way it looks right now, the only thing we have on it, it's not like we have interviews from protesters. I do want to find that video. I can see
White libtard woman is what I'm guessing.
I just yeah, I don't know. Crazy. I had not seen that because I had looked up all my news stuff before then. So yeah, it's a little interesting, and it gives us a weird start. I haven't even loaded the first hour stories up. That hype train is 30 seconds at level 2. Do I have enough in here for another burn? I do. I have one. I could finish this up on this. So we'll finish this off for the second burn, And then you're gonna have to carry Wednesday's show now for the next 2.5 hours because I'm gonna be
All right. All right.
dog
Good.
shit.
Good. Wild is saying, you take your hoot. Wild is saying, I know her cats are gonna miss her. Wild, if she is the woman I'm imagining in my head, her cats are gonna be glad she's gone. If she is the, middle-aged, blue-haired white woman that I am imagining in my head, I am assuming that her cats will probably be very glad that she's not come home. Hello, Lexi.
How could you
Lexi
say
saying, "Why
such a
start
thing?
the
I would
now?"
hope at least the cats will miss her. All right, let's open our chest. We got a hype chest over there on Twitch in that over 2.5 level thing. Let's send that. Oh, we got a nice new little emote. Little choo-choo. Little emote. Oh, I got to screw you. I clicked to the things and the stuff, and you won't let me put the emote in the thing.
I got a little thing. Choo-choo. Oh, fuck off.
Oh, fuck off.
It was just the incongruousness of choo-choo. Fuck off.
Yay, I'm so happy. I got a thing. Oh, you little stupid son of a bitch. It's like being like,
Tolerate
hey,
the
sir,
dog.
your meal
Yeah.
comes with a free toy. Oh, goody. It's a Charizard. Oh, eat a dick. Forgot
Yeah,
morbidly
potentially
obese.
morbidly obese. Yeah. Probably
Hey,
morbidly obese.
just because she wouldn't get out of the car when they approached the door. And I feel like people don't cut enough people slack in Minnesota for being
Not that
morbidly...
she wouldn't, it's that she couldn't. And then when she was trying to figure out the seat belt, her foot slipped onto the gas. So it's death by fat.
Holy
And the-
Jesus,
The
woman.
coroner can write it down as yeah,
Really?
she's obese. I did it
Oh,
all.
my God.
This was the chain of events that occurred that got
Oh.
her to where she was getting shot. Yeah, if she'd been a little less fat, she could have gotten out from behind the wheel in time. She would. I'm sorry, that might be a little too.
That
soon.
was... I was taking my pill while you did that to just kind of give you your moment. And then...
Okay.
And then I had the pill and like the last dredges of my coffee in my mouth while you're like, death by fat. And I'm like, wow. Wow. I didn't expect it.
Yes.
I wasn't ready for it, man.
Okay.
God damn. New
Speaking of
definition
dredges
for
of
death.
coffee,
What about it?
I need to go and refill.
Good Lord, woman. We're only 45 minutes in.
I know, but I've been drinking it fast.
I've been drinking mine fast too. It's the last of my liquid creamer. I'm back to powdered creamer after this. In the continuing effort to save money. So yes, that happened in Minneapolis. I'll load up my first hour stories. And we'll do a show. How does that sound? We'll do an actual show.
Hey.
You know what? We kind of covered the Supreme Court case thing with the trans people. Well, apparently they're also accused of sexual harassment and intimidation tactics against girls.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I'm gonna just
thought?
file that under that, like, hey, way to continue perpetuating the stereotype. We're not even gonna bother going into that. The school bus driver saving thing was a rip and read, so we decided we're not gonna do that. We'll ditch that out because again, we only have 15 minutes left in the first hour. We got to try and catch up.
Yeah, well, the school bus driver was having a medical incident, and a brother and sister team got together and helped her out, saved her, and saved the kids on the bus.
Yeah,
From what I
and if I
understand.
had a lot of
There you go.
pictures and
That's
some
it. That's your
videos,
rip and read.
I
don't know
would
where
have
it
totally
happened.
done
I
that.
don't know how it happened, but that was the whole of it.
You know, you'll be back faster if you focus on the coffee and the dab.
No, the coffee's made, but I really want to do a dab, so I'm
Yeah,
trying to
but I'm
grab
just
my.
saying if
There
you
we go.
I'm just saying,
can
like,
make
I love the effort and the energy, but I feel like you don't realize some of your multitasking is what does it.
Just a sec.
All right, let's close this. Why would that?
Oh, you guys can't see me.
Yeah, nobody can see you.
Okay.
I put your
I was
took your
making a
screen off.
smart ass face. Hi, Angry
Oh.
Saxon. How's Minnesota these days? It's jumping. It's hopping right now.
St. Caesar. So wait, we have stories. Yeah, we'll start with this first one while we wait for Digger to finish her dab. A Utah police department has decided to use artificial intelligence. Well, its use of artificial intelligence has led to a police report stating falsely that an officer had been transformed into a frog. The Herbert City Police Department started using a pair of AI programs, Draft 1 and Code 4, which adds up to 5 for those of us doing math, to automatically generate police reports from body camera footage in December. So they've got AI programs that sit down, watch body camera footage, and automatically draft the police report. I'm sorry, wasn't writing the police report part of the
No.
paperwork thing that the cops were supposed to do?
Yeah, the cops who were on the scene and experienced everything should be writing these things down immediately after the event, so it's while it's still fresh in their mind. They should not be handing in their body video stuff, whatever, and letting an AI figure out what happened.
Digger, why do you have a
That's
problem with that?
silly.
Why do you have a problem with that? Utah is doing it, and it's thriving. After all, we have a literal story of, I guess we could call it the perpetrator and the frog. Like, if he just finds the right hot female criminal to kiss him, he can turn again back into a beautiful, bold police officer.
Oh, okay then. What could possibly go wrong?
Alrighty, so let's go to this. So the footage came from December. A report generated by the Draft 1 program mistakenly reported that an officer had been turned into a frog. The body camera showed, and the AI report writing software picked up on the movie that was playing in the background, which happened to be The Princess and the Frog. That's when we learned the importance of correcting these AI generated. That's when we finally started reading these reports. We found out one of our officers got turned into a fucking frog. They're turning the fucking frogs gay, and they're all good cops, every single one of them.
Wow. I'm ready to come back, please, and thank you.
You might be, but AI certainly ain't working out, especially in Utah. There we go. There's
Oh
our
my
lady.
goodness.
There's our lady in Canada, Digger. Body camera software and the AI report picked up on. All right. Keel said the department will continue using the AI programs. After all, what could go wrong? But with more oversight. So now we've got people watching the body cam footage and checking that the report to it is legit. Could we just go back to and then the cops write the report after it happens? Draft 1 was released in 2024 by Axion, the same company that produces the Taser stun gun. The program uses OpenAI's ChatGPT-4 to transcribe body camera footage. So I'm trying to think now, what would be some great things that could happen to cops because there was a movie playing in the background? Where else can we go with this? I'm trying to think, what else can we do with this?
Finding Nemo. Or Finding Elmo, whatever. Nemo. It's Nemo, right?
Nemo. It was Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. I don't have kids. I don't know these things.
The officers kicked down the door and then repeated, "Freeze, bippity boppity boo." Whatever. Fuck it. Wait, we have stories. Yeah, we covered that. Oh shit. That chat doesn't seem like it's moving at all. How are we doing KBS wise? I upped the KBS and the bitrate thing to the higher number, and so far it seems like it's holding super duper steady. So thank you everybody over on Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube. Ooh. We're
Yes.
doing we're
Nicholas
doing nice
Maduro
today.
is asking a good question. Can I be sponsor for the show? I want to call it Eager Beavers, and we trim your bush so you don't have to.
I can totally work with that. You just have to win it. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
You just have to win the sponsorship. That's all you got to do. You got to show up on Friday and outbid Lab Glass for the show sponsorship. Or Brian. I know Brian's won it a time or two as well. So
It goes around. It goes to the highest bidder. It's
Yep.
always the rule.
it goes to the
And then
highest bidder,
along
so
the way for
yeah,
that, you
make
and
sure
I,
you're a highest bidder.
you and I have to do stupid crap to each other. Which I've decided I was going to do this. We're gonna since I have to rebuild. Well, because we're doing the things. Since I have to rebuild the spinning wheel anyway, I'm not gonna just have like multiple tabs of like bean. We'll have different numbers
No.
of beans.
No, I'm not up for that. No. One random bean, but you only need it on the spinner once. Each of the things should only be on the spinner one time.
That seems silly.
Whatever the things are, there should only be one of them on the spinner, not two or three. Because we were hitting some of them like again and again and again and again. There should really only be one spot that says
Yeah, but we're gonna.
random bean.
But that still means like then we'll just have less
I said
options. We'll
slot.
still hit the things again and again and again and again. All right, we'll try it your way.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens, and when it doesn't work, I'll just say I told you so.
Okay, that works. We'll do it my way this time, and if it doesn't work, you can tell me I told you so.
I told her so. I told her so
Told her so.
from the head to the toe. I tried it again last night to see if I would maybe put it on the show. I'm not putting the old granddad on the show. It's not.
No, it's not
No.
good.
Old granddad is
point.
not good. Here's
Okay.
what I've
So you've
learned.
got
Here's what I've learned about my old granddad. My old granddad makes me fall asleep, and I'm not okay with it. All right, I don't know what he's
that's
doing
what
to
your old
me.
granddad does. He just nods off.
Yeah, he nods off. I don't want to. Now I know why. He's drinking
Well, so
this
you
stuff.
keep that in the back of the cupboard.
The Cure.
for
You
those
guys want to
nights
call it
when
the Cure?
You're not sleeping, and then you come out, you do a belch or two of those, and then go back to sleep.
COVID was the biggest psyop ever implemented on the human race that
Yes.
eventually worked. Scary. Still haven't been sick
Yes.
after 6 years.
Thank you. Never had COVID. Never got a shot.
You also don't leave your
never,
house.
never. I'm a pure blood and proud of it. Fuck them all.
I did
Sorry.
get the one Johnson & Johnson. The one.
None of them. Fuck it. Nope. Nada. Zip zero zilch. Not gonna happen.
Well, the Johnson & Johnson one was the traditional flu vaccine that operates on the egg ovum thing, which was all
I don't think we even had that as an option, honestly.
It wasn't
pretty
there
sure we
long,
had-
which is what made me feel even more confident on not doing the other one.
Right?
When a lot of people started going over here and they go, all right, guys, we're not doing this.
Mhm.
Matthew Cute finding no one. I don't know what we're talking about. Falling asleep on
Oh,
the
instead of
job,
Finding
Johnny.
Nemo?
No, Jesse, I wasn't falling asleep on the job. I was falling asleep while I was watching a movie with a lady, and I was like, I'm sleepy.
What lady are you watching movies with? Damn it.
This
Give me her
redheaded
name right
Canadian
now.
chick.
I need to have a chat with this lady.
She's coming after my digger. Johnny, none
right,
of those
right.
shots were vaccines. What, the Johnson & Johnson? Then I didn't
None
take
of
the
them are
vaccine.
vaccine.
Woohoo!
They were shots, but none of them were actually vaccine.
I'll never forget. Johnny was talking about his struggle going through Target
Yeah.
on crutches, sweating his ass off, and they forced him to wear a tarred mask. After that, I was out for vengeance.
I don't remember. I don't
Poison,
know. I don't know
yes.
if I was watching
Vaccine,
it.
nope. Not a yet.
Yeah, no, I definitely wasn't watching it. That was ages before I knew you guys existed.
Yeah, I just I did that, and I will say I did not enjoy the work it had to go through. But like I said, when they immediately started with the like you've got to get your booster of all of them, I was like, no, I did the one. That's all I was doing, and I got really, I let myself get pushed into it because again, I'm an emotional bitch, and people were like, "Well, you're a DJ and you go to people's weddings, and you'd feel really bad if you DJ'd somebody's wedding and found out you got their grandma sick and she died a week later." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I would feel bad." So it just seemed like a good business move. I didn't get a shot, but there's no way in hell I'm calling myself pure blood. My family tree has branches. That's what I like about my family tree. It's just a straight line, so it's easy to keep track. I don't got to figure what side of the family you're on. We're all in the same telephone pole. My mother, my brother, my sister, and me are all related because we don't date outside the family. I'm sorry. I don't know where that was going. They changed the definitions of vaccine, same as they changed the definition of riot and woman, and a lot, I guess, is Brian. Yeah, there's been a lot of changes.
Yeah. 2025 was the year of changing definitions after the original, the COVID, when they were changing vaccine definition.
I'm
Like,
going
they
to
did
read
quite a
Rusty
bunch there,
Grammar's
but they
comment,
stuck-
but I'm going to edit it for air. New boot goofing. There you go. Oh, funny. I only get the 2 initial shots. I online get the 2 initial shots so I could go to
Only
my
got Mykonos.
Mykonos for a month. They wouldn't let me fly. Oh, man. That's
Yeah, that's okay. I wasn't allowed to leave my province. Unless I rented a car, I had no way of getting out of the province even because they wouldn't let me do anything. Wouldn't let me fly, wouldn't let me. DC was like on lockdown, like real, like they took lockdown and they went, "Oh, wait a minute, we can do that better." Watch this. It was
okay.
pretty
All right. We have the 2 there, so do I just count that? No, I already did that. Okay, that's why the 2's there. All right. So don't forget the NHS okayed family marriage last year. Yeah, you guys are really.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they
didn't-
kind of look. England's got this problem where they have an influx of
They've got-
people who, let's just say, haven't looked outside the tent for significant others, and so now, as opposed to those people being called inbred and somewhat demonized, the NHS goes, I know, we're just going to ease the idea that we're going to just back
It's
off on the
okay.
idea that, like, they're just, so what they're saying is first cousins, fair game.
Ew, I didn't realize you guys had like officially.
Not us. No,
That's
no,
awful.
no,
No.
it's St.
I'm
Caesar.
I'm saying you guys to Saint Caesar. Yeah, to the Brits. Wow.
That we still in America have the proud opinion of look, you can think your sister's pretty, but it ends there. And as far as cousins, what's wrong with you? But thanks to influencers that we won't name, we do have that whole online spurge. From what I understand, there's a lot of step stuff. Like I'm getting uncomfortable. If this is you guys
Yeah.
got us, this is where I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm glad I don't do porn anymore. Like in terms of watching, like you got to go with the step stuff. I'm out.
You did porn?
No, I didn't. No, that's not what I meant. Not like that. I mean, like I don't watch it. I don't
Didn't know
consume
that
it. I
about
don't
you.
engage in it.
Oh.
Like I wasn't implying that I did. Like no, I certainly didn't ever participate in a Star Wars spin-off under the acting name John Hamm. Well, actually, John Hambone. John Hambone. That's what Spoiler, I played Darth Vader.
Oh no!
Guess what my
Fiery
lightsaber
Red is
was?
saying,
It was big and red.
Uh.
What?
our congresswoman's dad is their uncle as well. Ugh.
Where are we getting this?
Fiery says their congresswoman's the kid's dad is. the
Oh, here we go.
mom's Uncle?
Our congresswoman's
think.
dad is their uncle. For who? Who are we talking about now? I disconnected from the chat for a minute, apparently. Hello, where did the day go? England has gotten very Habsburgian. And if not
Habsburgian,
yet,
yes.
it's definitely going to be soon.
It's headed that way. Only not with that bloodline. We're going a different route this time in England. We're trying something different.
They're all just marching to the aisle. Joy to the world. My dad and your mom are
Oh.
part of the same family. And now you and I are soon to wed, and then we'll meet in the marriage bed and have kids with really big jaws. And have kids with really big jaws. 'Cause inbred children have really big jaws. My porn name would be Rimshot.
One word, like Prince or Cher. I like it. Her brother is her kid's dad. Oh, you were talking
Oh.
about Elon. Okay. Sorry,
All right. Just
the way
remember.
it was worded had me confused.
Oh, dear
'cause,
Lord.
You know,
Lab Glass letting me know.
Yeah.
Just remember, Friday is payday, baby. Oh, God, no. I love that you completely went against the idea of doing multiple beans. I have. You
no
don't
way.
even.
I've never done a bean ever in my life. I do not want to be doing 2 or 3 or 4. That's awful. You're mixing all
We
those
won't go
different
up to
flavors
4.
at the same time.
Not at the same time. You do them one at a
Oh.
time.
No.
It's kind of like a little
You're
fun.
just totally gonna fuck up your tongue. No way.
You don't
I
even have
like
the
my
spicy
taste
ones.
buds.
You don't even have the spicy ones.
I know.
I've got these guys, and I think, are they the same ones on both of them? I think they are. Yep, they are. They're the same on both of them. These are the 7th gen Bean Boozled jelly beans.
But I got 7th.
All right, so
gen.
you and I both have the same flavors.
Yes.
So at least there's that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
So,
I just found
Alan,
out-
how you
I
doing?
gotta put my order in because that one
that
order
look
that
like
got
my
canceled
phone?
on my merch store. I just realized I just saw this. I gotta get this sewed onto my hoodie, my certified digger lover.
All right.
And that's another fun
Yeah.
thing, people. Just a reminder, we do still have our fun merch store. I have to get after this weekend. I have to get the Adobe programs back on my editors, so I can start making new logos and stuff. And I should really try and make the I learned from watching you, Dad Israel shirt. And the didn't we talk about that one? That's one that I've
Watching-
wanted on there that I really I feel like I'm dropping the ball for not making. It's a picture of Benjamin Netanyahu looking up at Hitler, and it says, "I learned from watching you, Dad."
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You think someone's gonna wear that on a t-shirt?
Guess who the first order is going to be? I'm going to wear it on the show. Like that's
Well, fair enough. Oh no.
I am so sick of the Zionist movement and how everything is Nazis and Hitler, and they're always like attacking you with their victimization, that I feel like that's it. That's my protest. That's my peaceful protest. Is I'm taking 2 pictures, putting them together with a spice of words to express my opinion. I learned from watching you, Dad, and boom.
Oh, freak.
Freak 59. I'm telling you, white folk ready to riot. Well, that's my guess, is that the person who rioted rough and hard with her car was probably a white lady. So, Johnny, you might have given the Dabbletards ideas, and they might search for non-existent porn of you. Red
I don't-
Scooper, if they look around to try and find a Star Wars porn parody with a guy playing Darth Vader by the name of John Hambone, I'll laugh my balls off. If they go as far as to make it up, I'm going to laugh my balls off even further. Because, again, if, like, that's all stuff where if they put people who have a problem with it, like, that's all actionable with AI when you make up, like, porn and shit.
Mhm.
So, here's where I'm going to go with. If that's, like, literally, if that's what you need to fill your day. I mean, I thought I was gay for playing World of Warcraft all the time, which, speaking of which, I was back in last night, and oh my God, was it good to be home. I even said it. You were in the chat that I was in at the time. I even said it, and you're like, You're like, you're not like, it's not even real. You just finished building. Like, you're not even done decorating. Like, no, not the home in World of Warcraft. Just World of Warcraft is my home.
We're gone for a few days and it was horrible, eh?
The ADL political violence chart says there was no left-wing political murders in 2025. Yeah, because they keep trying to put that dude that was hired by Dayton and employed by Walls that went wackadoo and pulled some weird stuff and murdered that one lady. Like they keep trying to paint that guy as a Republican and a right winger, and it's like no, he wasn't really politically affiliated one way or another, like ideologically, and he was employed by, engaged by, and hired by the left wing continuously. So it's again, but he wasn't like a libtard. He's just wackadoo. That's why he thought he had to. Where did the day go? Saying we dumped tea last time. What's next? Mocha latte or pumpkin spice? Totally pumpkin spice. Just to show these we mean business. All right.
Don't waste the mocha, damn it.
Johnny just happy to bang trolls under the bridge again. I will say, like, dude, Charlie Kirk. What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah. Nope.
Oh, here's why they're going to get away with that, Brian. I forgot.
Number 5, 6.
Well, here's why I forgot. I don't view Charlie Kirk as a right wing like murder or whatever. I view Charlie Kirk as the continuing and ongoing efforts of one particular Middle Eastern country to dictate our social lives, our news media lives, and everything else to further degrade our society whilst financially propping up theirs. And I'm not okay with it, but whatever. The lady who was murked voted against Walls on funding and yeah, but again, even Tim Walls today yesterday when he rolled her body out as a shield for people criticizing him was talking about crazy Donald Trump and the MAGA supporters and the people, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, dude, your guy was the guy who did this. And again, it's, oh, no, we're victims. It's like, you're victims of what?
Yeah. Your dude killed her.
Your dude went, like,
how are you
no one's
a victim?
saying you instigated it, Tim. No one's saying you ordered the hit, but your dude went out and got people who went against you. That's not a other team, but that's the problem. That's the Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans people like, no, those are your people. And like that's the other thing too. Like we're taking responsibility. The buck stops with me. And it's like, all right. So are you going to be doing jail for all the massive? Because again, he like the part that bothers me the most is he immediately deflects on it's just racist propaganda. No. The actual fraud and theft is actually happening. It's actually this community in an unbelievably high number. I'm not saying everybody in the community is doing it. I'm saying all of the fraud is being done by members of that community. I don't care what you think about it for optics. You can call me racist till you're red in the face, and boy did he. But it's not. That's not what it is. It's that these people are committing a crime, and you are willfully, purposefully, and deliberately turning a blind eye to it so you can keep a voting block, at the very least, if not also and financially profiting from it. In which case, even if it's just for the voting block reasons, anybody that turned a blind eye to this stuff, I'm like, I feel like grandma and Rounders. Anybody that turned a blind eye, oh, they're good for it, Mikey? Then it's on you too. So that's where I'm at. And I don't mean like Tim Walls is like, I mean even the lady that we can get to in a little bit here. In Minnesota, like then it's on you too. You wouldn't talk to your auditors. You would ignore them when they brought these cases to you because it went against your political ideologies and you didn't like the picture it painted about minorities and how it affected your, again, political and personal ideologies. So this is where I land. Then it's on you too. You're as guilty as if you had done it yourself. That's where I'm for.
Exactly.
I'm for summarily rounding up and arresting all these people. Hey, we emptied out all the January 6th sales. Let's throw them in. Like, there you go. Anybody
I
that
like
did
Where
it.
Did the Day Go? They've got a really great suggestion. Bacon flavored dart guns. Fuck your halal, one CO2 dart at a time.
But flavored means you have to taste it. Like I don't. So like it just shoots. I don't know. It sounds interesting, but I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, so we found a new one in Maine, but let's do the inspector general lady that I was talking about. This is one lady that I'm talking about. So there was a
Oh, no, just stop for just a second. Saint Caesar has a great comment. There's also every entrance Erica does has way too much pyro for someone grieving. And you know what? You're right. You're right. Every time she goes on stage, it's like a WWE event. She's got all sorts of like. This woman, there's more to this woman than
so sick.
first.
I am so sick of you. This is a grieving widow, and none of you have the slightest bit of respect for the fact that in Charlie's will, he said he wanted his ashes intermittently dispersed by pyrotechnics with his wife for the rest of her effing life. They put a teaspoon of Charlie in every one of those cans. And you guys are here going, oh, she's a grieving widow and it's a WWE performance. She's obeying his final wishes. Why can't you?
A teaspoon of Charlie in everyone. That's awful and hilarious. Oh no.
Tammy, Erica's turning into Tammy Faye Baker. Ah! Tommy. Why? Who? What did I do? Tie my shoe, I fall on a crack. Nucleatic Gaming, thank you for the 25. Does she snort lines?
Oh, Scruffy.
I would never want to disparage that lady and say things like that. I don't know how you guys say. I would never want to say something like she does bumps of Charlie before every performance and utters the phrase, "That's brisk, baby!" Like, I would never say such a thing because it would be wrong. It would be horrible. It would be mean. Why would you do it? Fireworks for life, right? That was fun. So yeah, it's
oh no.
He knows he's cooked, man. Like if we catch him, yeah, he's cooked. But I fully think like he's going to resign if it gets to that. If it gets to the point where they have him and they can catch him and they can hold him accountable, he's going to resign. Right now, he's like, I'm not going to resign. You get me to resign over my dead body, I'm not going to resign. You're not going to get me out of here early.
Admitting to fault.
Yeah, but he also in the same that's in the same press conference where he's like, I take accountability. We take accountability here in Minnesota, and it's like, okay, look, you can say you didn't know about this, and you can deny that, but we already have proof to the contrary. Firstly, secondly, if you're taking accountability, then what? You're saying you're guilty of doing this? Because it's the problem is his taking accountability is immediately going la la la. It didn't happen. You're just racist against Somalians. La la la. It's like no. No, that's the problem. This did happen, and we have people in the state whose job it was to catch people perpetrating fraud, and we have more and more of them coming forward going, yeah, I told my superiors this, and I was persecuted, fired, and or threatened personally, politically, what have you, until I just sat down and shut up. And like I said, this one that I was about to go into, this is from 2018. Minnesota child care fraud saga had been happening for at least, we have reports from the local news agencies back to 2015. We have evidence that this started before Tim Walz was even in office. So it's just this, you've been blind to it for both of your two terms. You won't acknowledge, like they still won't even acknowledge that the fraud is happening. His big cope right now is that this is an evil MAGA Republican attack on Minnesota, preventing Minnesotans from doing their jobs. And it's like, no. The whole reason it's anything other than just a Minnesota deal is because you guys wouldn't do your jobs. The people who would were stopped. And we have, like I said, tons of reports on that. Anyways,
can I say honestly, I think
fuck it.
when it comes to Tim Walz, my prediction is he's gonna roll over and he's gonna snitch on absolutely everyone about absolutely everything he knows, and he's gonna walk away. free and clear.
So yeah, just to finish up on this story, the Inspector General, a woman named Carol Ham, the head of the child fraud inspectors who worked for her, claimed that she wouldn't even speak to them. She was placed on paid leave for about 8 months and then allowed to leave the position without disciplinary action. But she literally just flat out ignored them when they did her job of finding instances of fraud. She flat out ignored them because of who they said was committing the fraud. And this is our person. I'm here for Elders Against Fossil Fuels. Oh, dear Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I'm against the use of fossil fuels, but I want my cell phone and I want power to my house and I want my streaming services and I want all the things that do that. I wouldn't possibly go live out in the woods and raise my own food and burn wood to stay warm in the winter. No. I want all of that taken care of and I want electricity, but I don't want fossil fuels and I like nuclear. You have to do it with wind and solar, even though they're not up to snuff. That's what you have to do because I say so. God,
Joey Caravello,
jackass.
you be safe out there. If you're gonna head out like that, you be safe out there.
Here's my reason where I'm uncomfortable about with the people that are all like, oh, you get ice out of Minnesota, blah blah blah. It's like, you do realize during the Biden administration, we caught 2 or 3 individuals that were linked to terrorist organizations in Minnesota. Like, they were linked to, we caught 2 or 3 illegal immigrants that were like Middle Eastern or whatever, linked to terrorist organizations. And they were there. They'd been caught at the border and they were released by Biden. It was a big story before Trump was elected. We did it on the show. And the problem I had with that is we have a fucking nuclear power plant in this fucking country. Which I like, if you got that thing to go critical or whatever, I don't know that it would go off like a nuclear bomb, but at the very least, it would be like a dirty bomb and it would poison the area. And it's just like, this is why I'm like, they're arresting criminals, whatever. I'm not worried about it because I'm way more worried that the like turn a blind eye and let's just accept everybody and assume they're good people is what's going to lead. Because again, you don't need all of them to be bad to do that. You need one of them to.
No, you just need the one that can actually do something bad.
And as I've aged, I've become more of the Batfleck character. If there's even a 1% chance that he is our enemy, then we have to take it as an absolute certainty. And here's my other viewpoint on that. If you don't like that idea, it's like, then just move away from the state with the nuclear power plant. Joey Caravello, more than one, LOL. Also saying, hell yeah, thank you, Digger. Well, you're welcome. Yeah. Remember, center mass, my dude. Wow. The police have been chased away from the shooting scene. Really? The crowd is attacking the police in Minnesota. It's going third world in this country, and the people doing it are tards. I am actually very worried now about. Hold on. I'm going to ask my mom for a favor. She's doing me a favor after work.
Okay. They found a terrorist guidebook on the border during Obama terms. Border is secured.
All right. Boom. Johnny, you got to try 70H. What is that? Great for pain management. Well, color me interested, because I've been stepping down on the weed, and I like that. But like when your muscles are cramping because they just won't relax, like I was doing it this morning on the Steel Toe Show, and I've been going so long without smoking during Steel Toe Show, and I was very nobody asked me to. It was a personally enforced thing. Like, let's just focus on Aaron. Just do his show while we're doing his show. And I've been very proud that I haven't smoked stuff on his show. But this week, and especially today, like, I broke that rule, my personal rule. And it's because, like, even right now, my freaking calves are just cramping. It sucks. Anyways, so yes, very curious about that 70H, whatever that is, where I get it, how it works, what's all the deal. I also am curious. He's been doing those reads on his show about cognitive decline and stuff. That mushroom pill with a mix of of mushrooms, because I was already looking into things like lion's mane and psilocybin as developmental improvements for cognitive decline. I might try to drink more booze. Whiskey is good for pain. Consider it.
7-OH. Can you clarify exactly what it is? Because 7-OH is a potent opiate-like compound found in
Oh.
kratom.
Yeah,
It's what's been linked to addiction and is often sold in unregulated products. So
less
7-OH
interested in that, if that's what it is.
not
I've
good.
I've been
Yeah.
on some heavy duty painkillers before. If it's got a lot of room for abuse and addiction, it's probably best I don't touch that.
Yeah, well, it looks like it's the addiction. It's the drug within kratom that has the addicting part to it.
Then
Yeah.
I'm
I'd rather not. Yeah.
yeah, that might be. We'll consider it
Yeah.
if suddenly weed doesn't work. Matthew Q now saying that there is tear gas deployment and that it is getting spicy in Minneapolis.
Spicy.
So let's see if we can find out anything about what's going on in Minneapolis right now. Minneapolis.
Drink more booze. Whiskey's good for pain, right, Joey?
Minneapolis. I'm there. This is said it was live reporting. I'm looking for somebody with some live reporting. I'd like to find some live reporting. This is Ladybug on the scene. Alrighty, where are we? We might be good here. I got an ad first, right? This is 9 News at 5. I don't want. I want live news reporting sources. You dinguses.
Just to offend.
My chat's being better about this than you guys are. I don't want to go off
Just
of.
saying. So you're saying I should order groceries today, just in case? Yeah, that would probably be a good idea. Just in case.
I got a couple
Make
days
sure
worth
you're
of
ready.
food. News.
Wald's about to have. Oh, apparently Waltz is about to have a press conference right now.
All right. Minneapolis. Oh yeah. All right. Well. House Oversight Committee holds hearing on fraud and misuse of federal. Good God, come on. All right, screw it. Let's I'm closing this tab. I'm opening a new one and going to YouTube and seeing if we can just look up Minneapolis stuff there. We could probably find the news's live links. All right, live feed.
They were kind of escorting them out from the back and making sure that the vehicles got out. Some of them throwing snowballs, but now kind of turned into almost a kind of like a march.
Yeah,
it looks like they're
it
kind of
definitely looks like a
continuing on down the street. We are awaiting, and at any moment, I don't know if we have a shot up. There it is. This is a press conference that we are told we're going to hear from Governor Walz coming
I
up
hide
here
this chat,
momentarily.
please?
It was supposed to start
St.
about
Jared.
15 minutes ago, so we'll bring that to you as soon as it does.
Let
He has
peaceful
activated the
protest
State
begin.
Emergency Operations
Yeah.
Center just to make sure that they have a,
Here, I don't wanna
a
put their
singular
chat on my
clearinghouse. It's just part of the protocol whenever there's something like this happening to make sure that all the communication is clear and efficient, and so that is happening as well. A little earlier, it was probably about, what time did we come out here? Was it in 2?
12:15.
12:15. It was 12:15 when we heard from Mayor Jacob Fry, who had some very, very fiery words for the Trump administration.
You know what? F you, Mayor Jacob Fry, because you're not doing anything about the communities that are committing rampant fraud in your areas. So I could care less about your fiery words for the Trump administration. No offense, but yeah, this was a tragedy. This lady getting shot wasn't awesome, and this whole event maybe not really cool and all that. But it's also not cool that we've had, and I've reported on multiple ones this year alone, situations of people in these communities committing R-wordings on little girls, murders, but you guys don't do anything about any of that. Fucking Jacob Fry. I've got some strong words for you, Fry. Fucking resign. There's you're 10 times worse piece of shit than Donald Trump could ever be, and he is a horrible piece of shit in a lot of ways. So, you, Jacob Fry.
Of course, how things are handled. ICE also, we know 2,000 agents deployed to the Twin Cities. Also, he tweeted on X yesterday that, I think I have the quote here, "We have a ridiculous surge of apparently 2,000 people not coordinating with us and that are here for a show for the camera."
Not coordinating with us that are here for a show for the cameras. Again, not coordinating with the people who said before they arrived, we will not cooperate with you. I'm tired of this. They're not coordinating with us. We made a big show of it and really puffed out our chests and told them, F you, we won't work with you. F you, we don't support you working in our state. F you, don't come to our state. And it turns out after we did all of that, they just made their plans and didn't even run it by us. Like, no crap.
Yeah.
You guys,
No kidding.
for political reasons, puffed out your chest and said, we won't work with you. You don't want these people arrested. You want them to stay there. And we found this out now too, not even just with these illegal immigrant people, which I didn't know we had enough illegal immigrants in Minnesota to justify ICE coming in. But I will say, we know you guys won't do anything about it for the voter thing, because we just uncovered how you guys have said in memos, like, we can't go against these people committing fraud. They're too important of a voting bloc. And of course you don't want to get rid of the illegal immigrants either, because I recently found out my state allows a voucher system for voting. I'm so effing pissed. That should not be allowed at all.
I thought you were joking.
No, it's a literal voucher system. Here's the best part. It's not a voucher system of like, I vouch for this guy. This guy can now vote here. No. I can go to any voting place I want, like in my area that I'm a registered voter. I can go to any polling station and vouch for up to 8 people that they are residents of this area and they can vote. They don't need an ID. They don't need proof of address. They don't need anything. They just need me to go, yeah, no, they're good. And those 8 people can go in and vote.
Wow.
So when I find out that after covering stuff like the weird, hinky Jacob Fry voting stuff before, the fact that I can't believe Tim Walz got 2 elections when after his first term, he didn't do anything star-spangled awesome for the state, and he completely, like, crater-effed our budget, and he pulled the, and this is another thing for all the, like, no kings thing. What do you think Tim Walz was? He took, like, unilateral powers and he renewed them every month. And you can be like, well, he had term limits. Yeah, but he literally never gave up the unilateral powers until they took away his pocketbook. The minute they said, we won't approve your spending at all, you can't spend any money, suddenly governor's unilateral powers ended and the COVID crisis was over.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like, it's just, and there's so many people in this state that blindly support those people and that party because they hate Donald Trump. And I'm like, that's not a reason. Or because they hate the Republican Party. Or because they hate things that the Republican Party did. They turn a blind eye to what that guy... It's like, this is where playing a side and playing a team is a bad thing. You have to judge people on what they do. Because, yeah. Anyways, so Johnny's
These are
vote...
the protesters just walking down the street now?
Yeah, these are the protesters walking down the street. I'm waiting for the Tim Walz thing. Let's see. First, now it's this shit. The fuck is in the water up there? Very, very. What would I call them? TikTok influenced liberals. That's what I would call it. A lot of people who stay in echo chambers, like for better or worse, doing this gig makes me never able to sit in an echo chamber because I'm neurotic enough that one chatter comes and conflicts my point and tells me to go down other sources, and I do. Like, I go through, and you've seen it now with me prepping a show, I go through all these different news sources, and when I get somewhere, they're like, well, why are you looking there? Like, because I don't want to sit in an echo chamber in a bubble, so I get all of those. I got that information earlier today from from someone about the St. Paul thing. I immediately came at it with, I don't know what's going on and I want to look into it. And I didn't assume good or bad. I was worried about things being really fucked up, and they're just mostly fucked up. How many ICE agents were injured? I don't have specific information on that. I was kind of hoping they're going to get to Tim Walz here soon.
Can try to make a difference. Lawmakers, city council, law enforcement. We heard from one woman who has been protesting here very recently, and she said she's been doing this for a while, but she's disheartened by the fact that the documentation that they are bringing to some of these leaders is either being ignored or discounted, and really some frustration there. So there's that aspect too, where even when you're trying to do everything right, there are some people.
Again, this is my problem, though, with all of these people that are protesting this. Like, all of these people that are protesting this stuff, that have gathered for this stuff, like, this stuff doesn't affect you. And I get the whole, like, well, I'm not going to turn a blind eye to it. It's like, right, but you turned a blind eye to the R-wording, the crime, the murder, the stuff that is happening. It's okay to turn a blind eye to that. And it's just, again, whatever. It's cold out there. Break out the fire hoses. Wild Saffron, that's bad for all involved. Your life would be better in Canada, Johnny, says Nick in Fort Wayne. I don't know that I disagree with you. You need a ID to fly, but no ID to vote. Shit. Yeah, Peggy, bro. Thanks to, this is totally a legit thing. I didn't think it was real. Found out about it recently. Thanks to and it's not new, by the way. This isn't new. The Minnesota voter voucher system, a system that does exist, where if you knew about this, you can vouch for up to 8 people who require then 0 documentation to be able to vote at a polling place. You simply have to be and can prove to be a registered voter. But if you can prove to be a registered voter, you can now say A-OK for 8 of your friends. I heard that and how long it's been in effect, and I think every election in Minnesota I've been part of has been illegitimate. Because I'll say this, for as long as that rule has been in effect, our voting system has been illegitimate. Because that is just literally, forget like, oh, I filled out 2 ballots, forget voter fraud. That is literally a setup system of fake votes, and there's no way to track it. Because those people can give you whatever fake names they want. You can't track them down. You have to go look up every person at every address, and that's only after someone suspects that something illegitimate is going on. But how could it be illegitimate? Because this one guy's legit, and we allow that. So, St. Caesar, Aaron's nowhere near Minneapolis. So, I'll say this weekend when ICE is supposed to be up in St. Cloud, it's Friday, Saturday, going to be an awfully interesting time. I might be staying indoors. Back in 2004, I had someone say they would vouch for me to vote. I wasn't a resident of the state. I was just there for school.
Yeah.
Ooh, Rusty Grammar saying ICE was in Cloud Town yesterday, probably still are, but I'm not near St. Cloud today to look. Yeah, I was going to go out to do some shopping and I didn't. Ooh, we changed hand, what do we call those? Sign language fill-ins. We went to Tim Walz's go-to bald lady. She's got the G.I. Jane haircut. I guess hair is too distracting when you're doing sign language. This lady takes her job very seriously. Also, as you can tell from her hand signals that she's doing down here, she also works for a local baseball team. I don't know why she's asking and requesting someone to throw the slider. That is, quote, baseball jargon for all the heat. This is one of the weird things that I didn't know until recently. You can only call baseball shots from the groin. You can't hand signal baseball shots anywhere but the groin.
No, it's got to be out of the sight, allegedly out of the sight of the other. Yeah.
It's called holding the taint. Like when you talk
Is it really
baseball,
called holding the taint?
Yeah, you got to hold the taint.
Really?
No, not really.
Oh, thank God.
I'm making all of this up as we go.
Okay. Okay. Well, no, I know you have to hold it down.
I love you. Let's just be clear. Let's just be clear. I was doing this bit this whole time, and you were with it, like in it, and then you're like, "Wait, that's a thing?" No, it is not.
Well, no, I was fully willing to believe that was a thing.
I love you.
But I
Matthew Q. I totally forgot that was late. That's the least of our problems. Dude, how long have we been sitting on this, waiting for Good God, this guy. Talk about gunshot. This guy can't do a press conference. And I wanted to do it before we get to it here. Let's play our Tim Walz bingo card. Blame Donald Trump because Donald Trump sent the ICE agents. Blame the ICE agents for not coordinating. And again, really hard to coordinate when everybody blatantly said they wouldn't. So it's really nice, no matter what, win-win for you that you set up there when you go, we won't work with you. We don't support your actions in our state. And they go, they're not coordinating with us.
Well, there we go. Strippers Got Me Banned is coming in with some actual facts regarding vouching. The voucher has to be from the same precinct and the voter does have to show ID. So the two are tied together. If fraud is caught, both will be prosecuted, and they're an election judge, so they know.
So then I'm misinformed. Then, okay, it's not quite as bad. The way it was reported to me when me and the person reporting it were learning it was that it was 8 people and there was no ID needed. Peggy Bro saying, Matt, that's no lady. Been waiting about 20 minutes for Walz to show. Yeah, I kind of been spinning my tires waiting for Walz to show too, and that's why I've been muting it because I don't want to just play their podcast, their newscast.
Yeah.
It's theirs thing. Like I'm not gonna. Do you coordinate with your enemies? Says Scruffy. All right, I'm gonna flip back over here. I don't know if we should we can. I'll leave this tab up. I guess we can keep checking on it, but. I don't know. I want to kind of talk about other stuff. We had Jesus, we're halfway through the second hour. We still have a bunch of what?
Sorry. Rusty's smart. Or being a smart. Yeah. How many times each day one of them almost kills Rusty driving to work? And then Rusty responded, it's almost every day. They drive 90 plus on the interstate and always looking at their phones, veering all over the road. I do it too, but I stay in my own lane for fuck's sakes. The road is more important. Priorities. You can drive all over your lane. You got to stay in that lane. You can focus on your phone.
Joey Caravello saying, Will Smith said you got real nice cheeks, Johnny. Well, it's just, it's nice to be mentioned. That's what I'm saying. Walz is in the safe space. Someone must have called him an artard. No, again, I imagine he's going to come out here and immediately blame Trump and no coordination. Again, this is where I'm landing on this. I'm not saying that this lady deserved any of this stuff. I'm saying this lady did that. It's on her. There's no right or left blame here with, it's because the left and their rhetoric or the right and their rhetoric. No. It's because this lady chose to do this. If she had not chosen to do this, it again wouldn't have happened. Nobody made her drive at the cops. Nobody made her put her car as a barricade. But I feel like if you're going to go on that hill, when they start coming to pull you out, if you're going to resist, you're resisting to run away. But if you're going to I'm just going to drive my car into you, of course that's going to happen. So until that's not true. I don't know. Again, still nothing. Still nothing. All right. So let's cover these last two things. Wait. Every time I say we're not going to do it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I guess we do have something now. Let's see what Walz is saying about all of this. Boop.
Good afternoon. Today I'm joined by Department of Public Safety Commissioner Bob Jacobson, Colonel Schaefer of the Minnesota National Guard, and Colonel Bogojevic of the Minnesota State Patrol. This morning we learned that an ICE officer shot and killed someone in Minneapolis. My deepest condolences to the family, to the loved ones who had to learn about this tragic event on national television. We've been warning for weeks that the Trump administration's dangerous, sensationalized operations are a threat to our public safety, that someone was going to get hurt. Just yesterday, I said exactly that. What we're seeing is the consequences of governance designed to generate fear, headlines, and conflict. It's governing by reality TV. And today that recklessness cost someone their life.
The lady was the
I
one.
reached out to Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, and I'm waiting to hear back.
Right. Again, this is my.
Let me be clear. The Donald Trump and his administration may not care much about Minnesota. That's been pretty evident.
Neither do you, since you don't give a crap about the fraud. You tanked our economy, and now you're completely whitewashing what this lady did, too. It's not good that it happened, and you're right. People are overreacting. But it doesn't help when you act like, oh, it was just, they were just there, and then these people did it.
If you protest
She was
and
in the
express
right.
your First
It's
Amendment
bullshit.
rights, please do so peacefully as you always do. We can't give them what they want. The hearts and minds of the people in this state are on our side.
No, they're not.
To Americans, I ask you this. Please stand with Minneapolis.
Yeah, and take Walls to jail for the fraud then.
Know that our administration is going to stop at nothing to seek accountability and justice.
You're never
The State Bureau of
accountable.
Criminal Apprehension are working on the investigation. We have activated the State Emergency Operations Center. State Patrol and Minnesota National Guard leadership is connected with the Minneapolis Police Department, the St. Paul Police Department, Hennepin County Sheriff's Office, the DNR, and Minnesota's Homeland Security and Emergency Management. We have activated dozens of members of the State Patrol's mobile response team. And from here on, I have a very simple message. We do not need any further help from the federal government.
Yeah,
Donald Trump and
we're
Kristi Noem,
busy
you've done
R-wording the
enough.
state well enough on our own.
There's nothing more important than Minnesotan safety. I've issued a warning order to
He
prepare the
doesn't want
Minnesota
any
National
help or
Guard.
funding from
He's
the
getting
federal
the
Federal
guard.
training and
Just want
prepared to be
hands off.
deployed if necessary.
He's trying to say he's going
I
to
remind
deploy
you,
the
a
guard to
warning order
fight
is a
ICE.
heads up for folks. And these National Guard troops are our National Guard troops. They're teachers in your community. They're business owners. They're construction
They're
professionals.
people like me who
They
abandoned my
are
unit.
Minnesotans.
Want to add that
Minnesota
part,
will
Tim?
not allow our community to be used as a prop in a national political fight. We will not take the
I'm so pissed about this. He's I'm so pissed that he's turning this into, we're being used as a prop. Forget the fact that we're finding people committing crimes left, right, and sideways. We're being used as a prop. It's like, no. That lady, again, acting on your, we're not going to work with ICE, like one of these people standing up for this thing. Like, this person brought that on themselves, but it's just, nope, it's Donald Trump doing this stuff. No, it isn't. It's not Donald Trump. And I'm so sick of the... All right, I'm closing this. I'm not doing this. It's driving me nuts. I'm so sick of Tim Walz talking about accountability. He's had 2 freaking runs in office. He perpetuated the fraud stuff. He's not accountable for anything. He backs out of everything, and it's always Donald Trump's fault. Like, again, Donald Trump didn't send ICE here and go, yeah, go take out their citizens. Donald Trump didn't make that lady charge at the cop, and that Donald Trump didn't make that guy shoot at the police officer. But now, like, oh, we're going to fight the government. We're going to deploy our National Guard to fight against ICE now. I smell civil war in the air. Yeah, and surprise,
that's what they want.
surprise, Caesar Walz wants to be a dictator and take over the state. There's a surprise. I'm with St. Caesar. Tim Walz should be in jail. He should have been in jail for the COVID stuff. He should have been in jail for what I think him and his buddies embezzled the Minnesota budget. Nobody that was a taxpayer in Minnesota got a check back with that surplus, but him and his friends that got to handle all the money and how it was invested sure as hell tanked our economy to the point where now in the next couple of years it's going to be a $7 billion deficit. So $21 billion in this state just kind of went whoop.
Oof, gone. Scruffy saying no civil war. Who the fuck's gonna listen to Timmy?
Well, that's my other problem.
I hope so.
Outside of the but here's the problem. Inside Minneapolis, they listen to Timmy. Again, someone who fed the BS that Tim was selling them of, we're not going to work with you. We don't want you here. You need to leave. Someone took that rhetoric and ran with it. Like the guy that worked for Tim Walz took his BS and went wackadoo and actually like violently attacked people. It's a continual trend. But every time it happens, it's Donald Trump's fault. It's like, no. These weren't MAGA people. These weren't Trump people that effed around and found out. These were people who buy your line. Like the same people that attacked Donald Trump's rhetoric and said right up until he gets shot and everything. Then when, someone's calling Tim tarded, we got to back down this rhetoric. It's got to stop being so hateful. It's like, yeah, but when your rhetoric is getting other people shot, it's okay. I'm sitting here saying it's not okay. Someone doesn't agree with me and wants me to stop yelling.
Oh, is that upstairs?
Yep.
Oh.
Someone
they're
doesn't.
okay that.
Yeah,
Okay.
someone's very not agreement. Someone someone upstairs doesn't agree with me, and so since I'm doing this and I'm yelling, they're not happy because I'm doing a show and I'm being emotional.
Okay.
My bad.
Yeah.
Chevy GAB LMAO. Right? This is one of those again. I just Alrighty.
I don't know who mentioned it, but someone mentioned a movie called The Second Civil War, the satirical black comedy television film for the HBO cable television network from 1997. Yes. Interesting. I don't know who, I can't remember who mentioned it. Redmond 20. Okay, I've got it put aside. That's on my list. It looks like it might be good. Yeah, how does he think he's the governor? It's a National Guard. How does he is he able to call them up and tell them to fight against the federal government, which is also
Well, the National Guard is owned by the
how does-
state. This is one of the bullshit things about deploying the National Guard into the Middle East. The National
Yeah,
Guard
like, I didn't
is owned and
understand.
controlled. The National Guard is the evolution of the Minutemen and the militia. So the National
Yeah.
Guard is technically owned and controlled by the state. Now, because they're a part of the Army and the Army's a part of the government, they do these weird things where they have like mandatory deployments and they get loaned out to other states, or as we've seen, they get loaned out to other places. But technically, the National Guard serves the governor. So if Governor Tim Walz wants to call in the National Guard, I mean, technically he can. And if the National Guard serves the state and follows their orders, like he said, you could have the National Guard fighting ICE.
fighting federal. That's ridiculous. Yeah, the I always thought the National Guard was just that. They signed up so that they can help in their state when national and so any whatever sort of emergencies happen, floods and whatever weather, or when the state needs help, the National Guard gets pulled up from that state to go and help out. I had no idea till I met you that they were sent to Iraq. I had
No, my
no
brother
idea
did a
that
tour in
anything
Iraq.
like
He
that.
did a tour in Afghanistan.
But he's a
He
National
did 2 tours in
Guardsman. I
Iraq.
had no
He's
idea.
in the
shouldn't
Air
have been a
Guard now.
thing.
He's in the Air Guard now, and he still has 1 term left.
Yeah. See, and I didn't know that was a thing. A National Guard I thought was national. Like, you're here, you train, and you're here ready to help the people of America in America when emergencies happen. I had no idea that they were actually called up and sent off to a whole nother country on the other side of the world to fight. I had no idea that was a thing. That's insane to me. Yeah. I don't understand. But if the National Guard is supposed to be beholden to the governor of the state, how was Trump and other presidents able to pull the National Guard up to do things for them? If
How is-
they're
Because, again, the military can call on the National Guard from the states. I mean, the governor would have to actively step out and say, we won't let you call on the National Guard.
okay, that's
So,
how that
like,
would
they
work.
can, those units can be called up by the Army or the Air Force or whatever. They're generally not,
Yeah.
like I said, the whole, like, units transferring to other states, the whole overcoverage thing is kind of baked into the cake. But in this instance, yeah, Tim Walz can cover and call for the National Guard, but the National Guard isn't going to do anything about arresting, like, illegal immigrants or that. They're just being called out and deployed to chase ICE away. And again, like I said,
That's ridiculous.
well, this is my problem. Like, we're gonna chase ICE away. We're gonna do that. And the whole, like, using this as an excuse for stuff. It's just one of these things. I've been in this state and I watched him abuse his powers. I watched him lie to get elected. I watched all these things happen, and I watched them right next to other people. And I've generally kept my opinion to myself. And I get spoken down to constantly, and I just kind of take it. Because I'm like, yeah, whatever. But I don't know. It's a thing. I'm very
Yeah.
upset at the moment. We don't want to hear this. Like, oh, great.
Joey, I have no idea. Does
What's
the
Joey
Canadian
saying?
Army have a reserve?
I don't know if
Don't
they do or
know.
not either. The National Guard has been sent overseas to support U.S. combat operations, peacekeeping, and training missions in every major conflict since the Spanish-American War, says Peggy Bro. Well, either way,
did
that's
not
still being
know that.
that's still being a thing. I still don't think should be a thing. But
Yeah, I did not know that. Like Arch Magnus says, National Guard is the legal well-armed militia, and the well-armed militia's duty is to protect themselves and the other citizens in country, like in America, on the ground in America, protect them from overbearing governments and whatnot. They're not. I had no idea that the National Guard had ever been sent overseas. It doesn't make any sense to me. The fact that it's not only happened once, but it's always happened is crazy to me. Yeah, you're supposed to be protecting American soil. I thought.
Joey Caravella, do you ever feel like getting revenge? Revenge for what? We have differentiating opinions. Let me just tell you though, like I'm, doing this show and I'm getting emotional or whatever. I'm yelling. And maybe I got texted. Oh, nope, never mind. I don't have, do I have it on Do Not Disturb? Yeah, no, I don't have texts. So yeah, I feel like just yelling at me like that, throwing me off my rhythm. Like, even if you don't like what I'm saying, like, okay, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
It puts, like I said in the chat there, no, I feel like leaving the state. I'm tired of the, like, I'm going to turn a blind eye to it because I won't go, because I've decided when I was whenever age that I was anti-Republican. So everything that even smells like not being liberal, I'm anti, and it's automatically bad and all that. That it's just this weird, like, I've got a grudge and I'm holding it for 8 million years thing. It's what's going to drive me at this point. Like I have to look at moving and leaving, and that's already a plan. So I like I said, whatever. I was full-fledged MAGA. That's a problem. I'm not MAGA. I don't support Donald Trump. I support people outside the system. Donald Trump seemed like that for a hot second, and we all got and everyone, myself included, who thought that got hoodwinked. So I will admit I am someone who got duped. But I'll say this, like, the people are like, well, then you're saying we'd be better off Kamala? No, I'm saying we'd be in the same spot. It's just a couple of things, a couple of nuanced things will be different. But you can be neither Democrat nor Republican. Right. But I get branded as one because I don't support the other. That's what happens to a lot of me. And again, I'm so sick. Like, this, the people are like, well, these policies affect this person or that person. This person, Tim Walz, and the stuff he's done has literally affected me. And that's why I'm angry. And fucking whatever. Anyway, who's talking shit? Nobody's talking shit. They won't fight federal law enforcement. I don't know, man. That's what Tim Walz said he's doing. Walz has
That's what he's going to
changed
try and get them to do. Yeah.
the National Guard uniforms to stormtroopers. I don't think so. I
So
don't think that's
apparently
happening.
Canada, our version of the National Guard is just the Canadian Armed Forces.
The Canadian Armed
So
Forces.
yeah, so we're talking Royal Canadian Navy, Canadian Army, Canadian Air Force. They're responsible for land operations. They operate several regiments, including the Canadian Guards and the Canadian Grenadier Guards. So apparently, all of our military, it's all capped under the Canadian Armed Forces. So any National Guard duties would just be fobbed off to one of the arms of our military. So it's not a civilian military. There's no such thing as a civilian military.
Well, I don't know that it's a civilian military.
Well, we're
'Cause,
not
like-
militias are illegal. Militias are completely illegal in Canada. Like, no, we can't even it's illegal for people to train together. Too many people in a group training and doing military style training is illegal.
Somebody fought in the minibus.
Anyway, yeah. So it's illegal for us to do that sort of thing.
By MAGA, I mean America First. That's the problem. There is no America First. Like, that's the disillusion I had with this last election. I didn't vote in it, which I got a lot of shit for. But that's the disillusion I had with the people I supported and the people I thought would do. Like, there is no party that's America First. Like, there's the party that's Israel first. There's the party that's globalist first. The overall theme is that we're heading slowly to this weird globalist society thing. And a lot of this stuff on the left and the right is distraction. But with, like I said, with the case of the Tim Walz thing, it's, I got one thing I didn't like about it, I called out. I got another thing I didn't like about it, and I called out. I got another thing. And these things keep piling up, and then the dude gets reelected, and I've got another thing, and another thing, and another thing. And it got to the point where, like, now I'm so angry at the fact that we can't, like, it's okay to support him despite him being all this, but I hate that he gets to turn a blind eye to it and say, no, it's not happening. It's because of the hateful right or the hateful left. It's like, no, you did these things. And it's just whatever. Trump is a 90s Democrat. My policies would make him cry. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Donald Trump is an S-talking piece of whatever, but he's always been that straight from, like, the problem I have with Tim Walz is Tim Walz tells you that reality isn't reality. It's just like, you see me pulling marbles out of my ass, but no, they're growing out of the ground. No, I'm seeing you pull them out of your ass. It's just whatever. 86,000 people in the entire Canadian military is sad. There's enough of them in the Canadian military to take Greenland. Hey, if you guys take Greenland, would you, like, just want to run the country? And then you could have even more resources. You'd be like a world player there. But you'd have to commit, like, all of you to taking Greenland.
Yeah, that's true.
The entire Canadian Armed Forces.
Yeah, but do we really want Greenland? Like, do we really even care? And Mr. Q, 86,000 people in the entire Canadian military. I would like to see what the numbers were pre-COVID. Because I know
on.
in the last
What?
decade of Trudeau,
We've got an hour and a half, and what is it?
a lot of folks left.
Well, Zapper, I was like, hey, weren't we promised animal videos? Like, yeah.
Oh, dude, the scaredy cat horse video is you're gonna love it. Love it. Don't worry.
The scaredy cat horse video. Okay.
Yeah. I shared it with you yesterday.
Yeah, I did that already. I played that yesterday. I got bad news for you.
Scaredy cat horse?
It was not love it. It was mildly entertaining. It was fun.
The horse scared by cobblestones and
right, cobblestones and
recycle
sticks.
boxes and
right.
twigs and sticks. And you don't think that wasn't funny?
It's not that I don't think it was funny. I think you felt it was way more funny than I did. And overall, like, it did not get a good reception when aired.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Then I'm sorry.
St.
I
Caesar saying
found
it was
it
good.
very funny that a horse was that scared of the ridiculous shit. Sorry, St. Caesar. Yep, I'm hearing about it. I thought it was funny. I've never seen a horse scared of a twig or cobblestones. It's hilarious.
Joey Caravello, thank you with the $2. Do a little dance, guys, and make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. Woo. All right. The more he speaks, the more in favor. I'd like it too, but like I said, that's not going to happen. The problem I have is, like, he can talk tough and Jacob Fry can talk tough, and like I said, this thing happening, too many people are completely ignoring the fact that whatever. Fettuccine El Poo-Poo, slap a tiny dino hand sticker for 100 bits. Thank you for the 100 bits, Fettuccine El Poo-Poo.
Nice.
All right. So there we go. I'm just sorry. I'm running several options through my head right now. That's I won't deny that whole thing rattled me just because I was in emotion and I was on there, and just because people don't. Anyways,
Wild is saying she's got to leave early, so she was wanting an animal style
right.
in and out, please.
All right, let's see if I think I have that in.
Animal style, in and out, in and out. Animal style, in and out. You got an animal style, in and out, in and out. Animal style, in and out.
There we go. And then let's do this. There are a couple of videos that you shared with me, but I think I have a few animal shorts ones. Was it where is it? Here, we'll do this story real quick. flying foxes are taking over part of New Zealand.
Flying foxes.
Yeah. Here, let me pull this up so we'll see.
That sounds cool.
Residents of Gympie, Queensland are being plagued by some of the largest bats in the world known as flying foxes. Look at that big old boy. The enormous colony has settled in the eucalyptus trees. The situation is so bad that the locals say the quality of life is affected and their properties devalued by the bats.
Residents, they're trapped in their homes. They can't invite their friends or family over. They can't have their grandkids play out in their yard. You need to buy out these homes. They are worthless. No one would go and purchase a home and have bat excrement and noise 24/7.
Bat excrement and noise 24/7. And more importantly,
Yeah.
me mum died in the holly. So there you go. There's our animal story. Yes, that's my jam, LOL. Hopefully she got to enjoy the animal story. Thank you very much, Wild.
Yes.
Pull that audio down while we do that. Okay. Matthew Quall doing some real country cowboy type shit, says Matthew Quall.
Yeah, she. Sorry, I was looking at Wild. He took out a couple of coyotes from horseback.
Dear Lord, Scruffy. Scruffy's enjoying that Rumble chat. I'm glad you
know.
guys have the Rumble chat for your freedom of speech. Always nice when you have those things, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
From personal experience, always nice when you can do your own thing and say your own thing. It's always a great time.
Without fear of reprisal.
Bat shit everywhere. Right? Yeah. Well, he called it excrement. All right. Let's be honest, Peggy, bro. He gave it a little bit of dignity. Nobody's going to buy this home with the excrement everywhere. We have to call the excrementist to come in and bless this house. It's the worst remake ever.
The excrementist.
The excrementist.
Love it.
It was like,
Yeah.
it's like, what if, as opposed to fighting the devil, it's just
The
like
Bible and
bat.
the cross and
It's
the holy
bat
water and the
poo.
bats.
It's bat poo from sunrise to sunset. That's all it is. Matthew Q, do a barrel roll. Or a phone call. I am... I got a phone appointment coming up, and I am gonna talk to that lady. Amen, says Rusty Grammar. I don't know what we're amening. The bat
I don't know, but
excrement?
Wild said thank you about the bat story.
Oh, you're welcome, Wild. We love having you on the show. So glad we could do that for you. I don't know if I would amen the bad excrement. Although I could say, as far as reboots go, The Excrementist could be way better than The Exorcist. And certainly one of the best rewrite reboots that we've seen. I've certainly seen plenty of movies that they're like, let's do it. You know what the one that I was super hopeful for that failed really badly was the RoboCop reboot. The RoboCop reboot, I was so happy at first. I was so happy. I liked their actor choice. I liked the effects. I liked the behind the scenes dirt I was getting with Michael Keaton talking to the lead actor you think this is bad, your latex suit has water cooling built into it. Back in the day they stuffed me into 41 pounds of fireproof rubber and I just had to deal with it. Brian saying pee pee poo poo. Pee-poo, and thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Thank you. Learned a lot.
I once had to replace the roof on a house and a ceiling because of bat crap. Must have been over 1,000 pounds.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm guessing these guys are going to produce some stuff. They're the largest known, and they're apparently very fruit-oriented. So
There's a lot of liquid shits coming out of them.
I love how diplomatic you were about that. A lot of liquid shits.
Well, it's not, first words. We know what's going to happen. Rusty was amening the fact that Rumble allows non-retard streaming and a commentary. Keep it 1A.
Well, I have to move, I guess.
Well, we knew that anyway. So.
Right. No, I'm just saying as we've learned, I can't get worked up and have my opinions and beliefs and share them on my show because it gets too loud and other people hear them. Meanwhile, yeah. No, you know what? I'm not going to be that guy, and I keep slipping into it because I'm a horrible person. So I've got to stop doing that. So yeah, we had a story about Maine, and spoiler alert, another NGO billed more money than they should have taken. Spoiler alert, it was run by a Somali. And spoiler alert, when the whistleblowers reported the fraud, he was fired instead. So another uber liberal city where this is happening. I'm not going to do it. I'm already in enough. I've already got enough problems. So yeah, Rubio plans to meet with Danish officials next week to talk about the U.S. interest in Greenland. Dude, we can't. That's not legal. We can't take it. It's
no.
The U.S. interest in Greenland is a pipe dream, and if we take Greenland, we are totally being dictators at that point. I'm sorry.
Yes.
We're just going, nope, we're taking. But by the way, Rubio wanted to clarify, it's not going to be taken with military action. We're going to purchase Greenland as opposed to using military force. I'm like, I don't know. But doesn't Denmark have to agree to sell it? And Greenland is supposedly a sovereign state of Denmark, like self-governing state of Denmark. Don't they have to agree to this? I feel like
They
again,
should have an
the
opinion, I would
country up for grabs, the country up for sale, and the country that currently has. I feel like those two pieces of the pie have to come across. So
yeah. And yeah, if we take into account what the people who actually live there would like, that would be nice too. Just as an afterthought, if we checked and saw what the people who actually live there wanted to do. Do they want to be Danish? Do they want to be American? From my understanding, they just want to be Greenlanders and they want to be their own country.
Red Scooper, if this is true, this is hilarious. The fun fact, if there is enough bird on an island, you can legally annex it for the U.S. government.
Interesting.
Really? If there's enough bird poop on an island. But if that, here's the thing. What if the island floats and it then drifts to say a different, do you have to annex it again? What if the bird poop washes off while the island floats? Matthew Q. Oh, we can take it. Yeah, dude, I know we could take it. That's my point. My point is I don't think we can buy it. Your opinions suck. Be funny, man. I know my opinions suck, Brian. That's the whole point. Michael Keaton was really good in that movie. In the RoboCop remake?
No, well, maybe that's what they're talking about. I was assuming he was talking about Batman. Michael Keaton was probably my favorite Batman.
I don't know what Peggy Bro means by that. There's only 60,000 people. That's only Jesus Lord, Mr. Q. That's borderline not okay in the on-screen chat. That cool dropping drops on Canada Islands. I don't know what Wild Saffron's talking about. But yes, let's go flip over here. Where is we have what, an hour and a half left in the show, and we're on to our second hour stories. We got a couple of fun things to talk about in the second hour. Ooh, I think one of the first things in the second hour we have to talk is a video you sent me that's fun. We have a video story about an animal rescue. We got a bull escape. There's a lot of animal stories in the second hour. I should have just done the second hour for our girl Wild. And there we go. There we go. There. All right. We might skip. Oh, I think we covered this. Yeah, I did. Hundreds of dollars in. Yeah, we covered this one. So let's ditch it. Let's go there. I gotta pause this. All right, so this is another one that Digger sent us. I'm gonna tell you right now, I can't tell if this is in Minnesota or not.
What the fuck is this guy doing?
No, it's a Tim Hortons van, so it's gotta be in Canada.
It's a Tim Hortons. All right, so this is in Canada. So this is okay. So that's why you sent it to me. I didn't know it was a Tim Hortons van or
Tim
truck.
Hortons is known as Sting Hortons now. It's yeah. It's very interesting. They've got only foreign workers in Tim Hortons now.
I've seen.
They don't know about food safe. They don't know about safety, normal safety. Yeah.
I've seen forgetful stuff, right? Like I've seen like, oops, I forgot. Like, and at first, when I first saw this, I thought, oh, the door is probably like not locked. And as I got closer, I realized, no, that's dragging on the ground. That ramp back there. Like,
Yep. With the lift and
a ladder,
the crates and everything. Just dragging along the cement.
So I'm just wondering, you think if that floor jack with the pallets on it comes off the truck, whoever's behind that semi is going to be okay?
Might be oops. Yeah, that might hurt a little bit for the person behind them. Yeah. That's okay. The driver's probably barefoot and happy.
Wild saying bye, take care. Well, later, Wild, have a lovely day.
Bye.
There's only
Tajma Hortons. There you go. There are yeah.
I'm waiting
Send
for
them back
Team
too, for sure,
right.
Scruffy. They gotta go. They all gotta go back.
Dude.
Packy.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine.
It's not even secured in any way, shape, or form.
No, not at
The
all.
fact that the
ladder,
brakes are on is just the only thing keeping it on there. Is the ladder secured like at all?
Nope.
How is the ladder not falling off? I feel like the vibration should have shook the ladder loose by now. I at least get that the pallet jack
It's heavy
lift
enough.
won't come
Well, as
off
long
the
as
truck.
If he hasn't had to slow down, and it may stay in place, it may just, oh shit, oh crap.
What's up?
Am I good here? I'm good here.
You're good here.
My YouTube just
I lost a YouTube
Again.
connection at some point myself, so
Yeah.
it's fine. But KBS wise, we've been good here, and you've been good.
Okay,
We got
good,
the
good.
whole thing. Yeah. So I wouldn't. If it's a slur, please don't put it in the on-screen chat. Yeah, it makes you just eat safe at home. I'm more and more not going out for food.
Packy.
Oh, I didn't realize he said that. That's why I played.
I didn't realize he said that either.
Things you learn.
Yeah, I didn't even catch him saying that.
Now that someone else said it and said it was like a thing, I was like, oh my god, now I know. Now
Yeah, well,
I
that's
know.
why I didn't read it in the comments over on Rumble. I know that's apparently a slur, as is the one that Scruffy used, that most recent one. I'm not allowed to say that one either. God forbid.
Saints, you're saying I hate that every clip online now is the TikTok ending on it. Well, that's because a lot of people use TikTok.
Yeah.
And a lot of stuff comes from TikTok. And I grab newsy stuff. I don't actually watch TikTok.
I don't have a TikTok. I have never gone on there. I don't. Yeah.
You think you could tell it's
Chinese
dragging?
already got my info. They don't need me to. put it
Yeah,
on
I feel like even with the semi getting in the way, you should be able to tell it's dragging. But like I said, I'm
Yeah.
less. Here's what it is. I'm less concerned about the guy that's letting it drag at that point when I see that clip, and way more concerned about anybody behind him.
Yeah.
Because again, like the ladder comes loose, that's already probably a fatality if it hits you right.
Oh, for sure.
But I guarantee you, if the pallet jack thing suddenly slides off, that's going somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Brian saying it used to be Vine in the good old days. Those were the days. Afghanistan and Pakistan all made in Taiwan. Oh. Alrighty. Wow, that is
Short for package store.
that's a
Okay.
lot. Do you guys agree, as a host of a
I'd get in
show,
trouble, Scruffy.
that it's okay? No. Oh dear Lord.
What? No. It's never okay to
No,
dox
this is the
anyone.
thing about this morning. Somebody was I think this is about like somebody got outed on tow, I guess.
Oh.
I don't remember who, and I'm not going to recite what I think their name was. But like I guess they were talking smack, and so it's one of those where no, I don't think anybody who doesn't randomly like continually chat or put shitty things up in chat messages or actively engage with a show, like yeah, you shouldn't be doxxed. But if you actively engage with the show, antagonize the people, you're playing around, that's a thing. I don't know. I think it's super uber shitty. Just come in here and say what you want to say, Chad's Uncle Steve. Do you guys look? I hate steel toe, so I'm gonna ask a pointed question so I can get you to plus or minus steel toe. Just be upfront about it. In
So if
fact,
someone
don't
in
even be
chat
upfront about
doxed
it.
Someone else in chat. How is that?
Well,
supposed to be
this is the
okay?
thing. This is the thing. One chatter supposedly doxed another chatter, and the show host ran with it. Again, all of these people actively contributing and chatting in the show. Every bit of involvement you have, you lose an ounce of innocence. So since I host a show, I don't have any innocence. But if someone came after the people that I live with, they have innocence. They're not involved with the show, regardless of how they're involved with me.
They just happen to live.
So nobody should do anything to those people. I would be very upset.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But if you come in the show and you chat, like, I'm not saying anything should happen to you. I'm saying that's when you're playing with fire and you could get burned.
Someone else in the chat.
You should understand the risks of the
Likely.
world you're in, but whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
I was talking about Stuttering John. Sure you were.
Okay.
That it's
He does it all the time.
awfully convenient you come in here to
you.
talk to me about something Stuttering John did today. That's nice.
Hey, Soviet Shark. Good to see you too.
Soviet Shark. Yeah, that is true. Well, Iron's not known for keeping his mouth shut. Yeah, that part's absolutely true. But again,
Yeah.
like it's one of those, like, just be upfront about what you're doing. Rusty Grammar, don't do that. Don't do that. My name is Matthew, so who cares? Here's the other thing too, like there's a difference between saying what your actual name is and doxing. And again, like I said, it's one of those where I'm not for or against. One person that gets spicy in a chat, someone else got spicy, started dropping info. Like, I don't care. Thank you for the jump scare, 25 bits. We have
I'm not hearing any of those. I haven't heard a single jump scare.
well, aren't you
I'm
lucky?
disappointed. I want to be jump scared too.
Aren't you lucky? Let's go to this story quick.
There was a rescue near the New Jersey Turnpike after a dog escaped from its owner's car at a rest stop. As Nick Calloway reports, a specialized drone helped find the dog more than 20 miles away.
This is video from the drone that launched Saturday night with one mission: find a 9-year-old dog named Abby. She was being transported to her forever home from an animal rescue in South Carolina when she got loose during a pit stop at a travel plaza along the New Jersey Turnpike.
Oh,
An AirTag
dang.
tracked Abby's movements as she traveled miles up the turnpike from East Brunswick to Woodbridge.
So I said, are you sure that's where she is? Because it's over 24 miles right now, 26 miles, I think it is. And she goes, no, they're tracking with the AirTag. I said, that's unbelievable.
Michael Parziali with the USAR drone team used thermal imaging to find Abby in just a few minutes.
Stop right there, officers.
He coordinated with police and animal control so they could successfully catch the pup.
They got her. They got her.
Our reward is seeing the smiles on everybody's face, especially the owners of their pet. I mean, we consider them family members.
Well, she didn't get to be a family member yet.
During her adventure along the turnpike.
She hadn't reached the forever home. I'm more impressed that the dog made it almost 30 miles on the New Jersey Turnpike.
Yeah.
I have not, I'll be honest, I've never driven on the West Coast or East Coast, but I from what I've heard from my brother and my parents and people who have driven on the East Coast, New Jersey Turnpike ain't something to with. And I drive in the cities, and I've driven in the cities at points in times where people are like, this is crazy. And from what I've heard from like my brother and stuff, that's kind of like the baseline for like New Jersey Turnpike. I just, cute dog. What a long trip for her. again, like,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. A 9-year-old, and she's out there making a 30-mile jaunt.
I thought Brian was actually Brain the first time I saw his name, since he's a scientist. It's not inaccurate. It's not an accurate brain for the science. Brian from Nucleatic Game. Arch Magnus, are you talking about Minnesota? Flag burning has begun in downtown. Probably, but I'm not going to go cover any more of that. Again, flag burning has begun.
Good.
Great.
Oh yeah, want to move to Minnesota? Why?
Dude,
Why?
like
BC is lovely.
all I'm going to say right now is you and I need to have a conversation after this show today. And I'm going to have multiple screens at my disposal. I might want to do some searches, or if I'm on my laptop, I might want to open up my phone and again do some searches, cuz never mind. You know what? I don't want to do stuff on air. There's parts of my life don't deserve to be like, if they happen on air, people see them on air, they get clipped, whatever, that's fine. But I'm not itching to do that. I don't want to be that. Like, so whatever. But Drats, I've been found out, says Scruffy. By who? Scruffy's real name. Oh, dear Lord. I do not condone doxing, and so you should not reveal that Scruffy's real name is Scruffalophagus Maxwell Montague V. Why would you do that, Lab Glass? It is a betrayal, and I certainly do not endorse letting the world know that Scruffy D25's name is Scruffalophagus Maxwell Montague V. It's not okay. 420 East. I'm my legs feel good right now, and you do that. We do our 420 celebration on the show when it happens as a bit thing. But yeah. All right.
You know what? It's 4:20 Eastern. I need a refill anyways. I'll join Redmond in that 4:20 if you wouldn't mind just pulling me off the screen, please.
All right. Well, then you do that.
Thank you. Thank you.
I should have just left it up and be like, you're totally off the screen. You're completely off.
And then
you're completely gone. You can just go now. All right,
People
so
can see my PJ bottoms. I'm not going out. Fuck it.
see, like I whoa. I start with PJs, but I put the jeans on for my show. Real pants time.
Nope. No, I only wear jeans if I'm actually leaving the house. Well, not even that. I only wear jeans if I'm leaving the property. If I'm going to the neighbors, I'll still wear my yoga pants or PJ bottoms. If I have to leave the property, then I put jeans on. It's a hardship.
All righty. Yep. Great. Glad we covered that. All right. So this is done there again. Glad the dog got rescued. Glad nothing happened there. Drones saving a pooch on the New Jersey Turnpike. Oh, we've got another. Wait, the last one was Queensland, Australia. So this is not another story. This is a New Zealand story. Apparently, after a bull riding event, a bull was charging and broke through the fence at an event in New Zealand. So let's go to this.
Yeah.
This is after the bull riding event. So somebody rode the bull. The bull got ridden. And he's supposed to break through the fence. I'm waiting to see him break through the fence. Or is that him over there? Whoever, by the way, whoever's doing this camera footage, you're doing a bang-up job. There's so much noise, and it's all shaking. Thank God you didn't put it in landscape mode so we get a wide view. Where's the bull? Was the bull over there?
I'm not seeing a bull.
Yeah, I'm not. I think the bull broke through the fence, but I think they're busy filming everybody running and not the bull.
Oh, shit.
Oh, there's the bull.
Oh, there's the bull. Hi, bull.
So it's camouflage.
doing?
Here's another thing. Like this still really captures it, guys. Like if you go to a bull riding event, don't be surprised the bull's pissed off. Somebody just tied a wedgie around his balls.
Yeah.
He is set up to be as uncomfortable as possible in this particular event. So, what? 14-foot What? 14-foot
14-foot
bong.
bong? Holy
Holy
crap.
crap. You got to walk around the block just to light the darn thing. Who has a 14-foot
Right?
bong? She's hitting.
Famous
Oh,
Shizzle.
Soviet Shark is saying you're hitting your 14-foot bong right now. That would.
Oh, shit. Yeah. No. Just my little dabber rig. Smiles a lot, has fibro too. Yes, I call it my comfy clothes. Johnny can attest, as can other friends. As soon as I finish streaming, I have to turn off the camera so that I can then go and put on my comfy clothes, which are as few seams as possible.
As possible?
As soft
I like the
as
possible option.
possible.
As
As
possible.
possible. Yes. Anything is possible if you just try, Johnny. Anything. Yeah, no bras, as few seams as possible, soft. No socks whenever possible. 'Cause the seams
Scruffy
from the
saying,
way the sock is
Scruffy saying,
unhurt.
Digger, stop. You're making Johnny horny. How you doing there? You ready to come
I
back?
have just started the torch.
Jesus,
I am lighting.
This is
the
always
heating
like,
the stuff.
take me off the screen, but then I'm going to interact with the show so much it slows everything else down. My comfy
No,
clothes.
I'm interacting with the show as I'm heating the thing. That's the problem with the dab rig, is it does take an extra minute or two because you have to actually heat the bowl up really, really hot, like red hot, and that takes a moment.
Scruffy saying gives a new meaning to spicy nudes. Again, like I said this morning, I am not a picture person. Just because like I've always been of the opinion of like that's not going to stay with us. It's digital format, all that's nope, not doing that.
Yeah.
Not a fan
Yep.
of pics.
It goes on the internet, stays on the internet, and a picture can be handed to,
And I'll say this,
you know,
not a
100
fan
different
of
hands.
not a fan of the pics, and certainly not a fan of sharing the pics, like showing them to other people and that kind of deal. And you know, I really feel like people other than myself have gone the other route and it hasn't worked out. So I'm really glad that I have reinforcements for my. It's always nice when you pick a path and you go, "Oh, I feel like that was the right way to go," and that person proved it. And that, folks, is how you get Red Bull. Thank you for the
All right,
$10,
you can bring me back on
Arch
screen,
Magnus Tim. You talking about like by hiking his nuts up? We didn't even finish the video, by the way, and I need to count all of that in. And Digger sounds like she's ready to come back. Money making
good to
opportunity for you and Aaron. I'm not about. I'll be honest.
What is that?
What's
the money making?
Yeah. No idea.
Miles a lot. I also am worried about pigs going south, only because we don't travel well. Home is safe, right? Home is safe, and the West Coast is beautiful.
I don't
Is
know. Like I
still
said,
mostly unsullied by human hand.
I'm going to say this. I'm a procrastinator by nature, especially when.
No way.
Yeah, dude. Have you ever seen me
Really?
ever? Especially when I have issues with anxiety and issues with depression and everything else. And I've been force feeding myself vitamin D and other vitamins. And I feel like this year, as opposed to others, I'm really kind of upbeat considering I don't have the things that really helped me stay upbeat before. And, I just, conversations I should have after. Wheelchair bull riding, it could happen. I don't know.
Wouldn't that just basically be cheating though? Because you'd have to tie the wheelchair to the bull and thereby tie the person into the chair, and then nothing happens. You just see a guy in a wheelchair getting bucked around a bunch. Actually, that might be fun. Never mind.
I mean,
I
for
am
the
so-
person who said this is how they make Red Bull, I can't deny that while we have this set up, there is a receptacle right here
Right there.
to
Yep.
catch all the Red Bull. Smiles a lot. Yeehaw!
Brian, I'm a procrastinator.
Black Hawk helicopters in Minneapolis now, and Trump's bringing National Guard to stop the rioters marching in. But Tim Walz is bringing the National Guard
Yeah.
to stop the ice. So yeah,
So
I don't
the
know.
National Guard is gonna they're gonna stop ICE and stop the protesters.
It's gonna get messy.
So
I just
we've
hope.
got a three-way going on now.
Yay.
Yeah, I do not love your state.
Well, I have thoughts too. Maybe we could print the pic onto a birthday cake. Would that be legal? Print what? No, sharing pics is wrong. Doesn't matter. I feel like a birthday cake would be worse. Greetings, nobleman and friend of Bolufkins, is a friend of Kazakh, fifth son of Leopolis, Earl of Ringor. I have no idea what any of that means, Rusty Grammar. Did I just recite like some sort of weird Necronomicon spell? Am I going to start making the dead rise? Fred versus State National Guards. Yay. Oh, Fed versus State National Guards. Yeah, it should be interesting. All right, so let's go back. That's why I said let's go back to the bull. Yeah, run at him and yell. That'll help. Run at him and yell. He's already been ridden hard and put away with a.
Put away what?
Well, no, put away with a wedgie on his coin purse.
Yeah, that's not nice.
We're safer in the arena at this point in time.
Hold him there.
Yeah, dude with the red sweater. Great idea. Start waving your arms at him.
I don't know if this guy knows or not, but this color did not do a lot for folks on Star Trek.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, people are acting like this is a really tense moment, and I will admit that is a very
I
big,
would want to be that person there with the camera. No.
very heavy, very dangerous animal. But the bull is just standing there. Like I'm like,
Right
oh my
now,
gosh,
yeah.
oh my gosh, but the bull is just standing there.
They're fast, dude.
He wants to eat grass and hump the cows. Good luck doing that with that rope tied around his balls. He ain't humping right now. That reminds me of God, I don't remember where I heard this story before, but I heard this story before on like a TV show or somebody's something. Yeah. Oh wait. Here, let's hit the record button for the people that want this. No, keep yowling. Dick. He's already caught on to what we're doing.
Yep.
It's the first time.
Yep.
It's the first time.
Yep.
Son of a bitch. All right. Well, we'll have to try again. Introducing keyboard shortcuts. Maybe later. Let's hit play.
So they do this. Just those fast like camels.
Your mother smells of elderberries. Yes. Keep the garbage can nearby. Now here's my question. Bull charges dude. Does dude bail into the garbage can, or does he put the garbage can between him and the bull?
No, dude's dressed like a
Rodeo clown-ish person.
Yeah, so at least he looks like he should know what he's doing.
Right. I'm
I
not
thought
saying he
was
doesn't
just a
know what he's doing.
bystander.
Where you going, buddy?
So yeah.
I'm not saying he doesn't know what he's doing.
He throws the thing at the bull and runs the other way. I don't think he gets in.
I don't know.
I don't think it's going to protect him the same way a barrel protects him. If they do that.
Yeah. My money's on hopscotch right into the trash. That's what I want to see. But we'll find out. The bull might not even charge, or if he does, he might charge it to a Visa card. Oh, he's leaving the.
Yeah, but that garbage can is not as protective as a barrel riding Dirty Llama. And clowns jump into garbage cans. No, I remember that, but a barrel is made of thick wood. The bullhorn is not going to go through the thick wood. A bullhorn will go through that thin plastic very, very quickly. Probably catch the human and slice him up too. I don't know that jumping into that would be safe.
All right, here we go. And play.
Come on! Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay, so he crashed through the gate. Now he's going after people. I'm gonna guess with that rodeo clown's distraction job didn't work. We've lost the bull.
Well,
Where's
it ran off towards the cars.
is
and
he
hung
over
a
there?
right.
Is he over? Is
No,
he
no,
right?
no. He's gone. He's gone to the where they're running to. He ran off that way.
No, he was. He's right
okay.
there.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's people at work. Might have been work side.
Now way down there.
We got more bulls.
Oh shit! No, 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 no.
Where did
That
these
didn't
guys
just
come
happen.
from? You know what? You know what? This situation clearly can only be solved by more bulls. Oh,
Fun,
more
fun
bulls.
times.
Oh, dear Lord. Why did they add more bulls? I just feel like you guys had enough at this Katitia Rodeo. Just oof. Far north, Kia Ta'ia. Kia Ta'ia. I'm going to call you Kia Ta'ia. All right. All right. The bull
Scruffy's
breaking
saying
through the fence.
New Hampshire is as beautiful and much less gay as Minnesota.
Again, there's so many things I would say if I could just say stuff out loud, but for the sake of a lot of stuff, and because I don't want to do that on air, I won't do that.
I've never thought of New Hampshire. Where is New Hampshire on a map?
It's on the East Coast.
Okay.
I feel strangely drawn to
Holy
its
Jesus.
treasure.
Scruffy calling it full-blown raids. Well, thank you.
Yay. Cheers, kids. Welcome.
I don't think I can do anything with that anymore. Hey, what's up? I am Walter. Hey, good to see you. NH is southeast of Montreal. Oh.
Good
Well,
to know. Yeah.
Oh.
Southeast.
Oh, my legs. They're all stiff and frozen. Yeah. So, yeah, you can on Rumble. Yeah, you could have a lot of fun. New Hampshire is beautiful from what I've heard. Never been. I've been on the east or on the west like side. I didn't even reach the west coast. I went into like I've been to Arizona, like Nevada, like those areas. I don't mind it. I've been through Utah, and that's like pretty on like a road trip, but I don't think I'd ever want to live in those areas.
Want to live there? I love the West Coast. I am definitely biased. I understand that, but I live in BC, and we are literally you can't go any further. The end of BC is where the Pacific
Full-blown
Ocean
raids.
begins.
New Hampshire is southeast of Montreal. I am Walter. Good to see you. Bowtie saying we just made the IQ in this room lower. I wouldn't say that. It's pretty low. Tucked between that and New Brunswick, it's the northeast of the USA. Yeah, I
Okay, then it probably is very pretty.
It can, well, I think it's one of the areas known for the turning, the leaves turning,
The leaves turning, yeah.
foliage. Minnesota doesn't get as much
fall.
of that because of the pine that we have in the area, but yeah, we do get a little fall foliage.
We get it over here, but it's such a nice mix. We've got these really awesome things. Oh, and now I get we've got blue spruce.
No, take it away.
And they're actually blue. They're Christmas trees, but they're blue and they're lovely. So they pop out next to the green evergreens in the middle of winter.
So I had this story from yesterday, and since we just got rated, I feel like a lot of these people might want to contribute to this. Apparently, I didn't know this. This is, again, one of the things that algorithms, the stuff finds me, I don't find it. So I just want to be clear about this. I didn't seek this out. It was not my idea. But when you prep a show and you grab stories and you don't want all of them to be spicy stuff like the beginning of the show, you got to grab some stuff like this. It's a little more lighthearted, a little more open-ended, and, you know, this is unfortunately, what the heck? Oh, dude, this is a preview of a thing, so we don't need the video. At least we know that. apparently the government is keeping track of what people get stuck in their butts, and we've been provided with a list of the worst items from the last year, because this is the new year.
Oh, good.
So there's a lot of like, it's 2026. Here's what didn't work in 2025. Here's the dating metrics, whatever. Well, apparently the government now has a list of here's the weird people stuck up their butts.
Well, I'm glad the government is tracking that stuff. How much tax dollars goes towards tracking that shit? I wonder.
Yeah, we get leaf peepers every year. That sounds like it sucks.
Yeah,
but
we
I
get
do.
them, on the
My
coast.
parents have had like I've seen my parents take like pictures of the stuff, and so they've been leaf peepers, but they are technically from the East Coast. So I don't know if it's a leaf peeper or a brief return home. Either way, it does look pretty, but I'm just like, here's the problem with that. Then I have to go be around all the other people, and like I don't mind doing like comedy performances for people, whatever, but I don't want to just like hang around random tourists. Are you huffing your cat?
No, I'm
Oh wait, keep
hugging
going,
my
buddy.
cat.
Let me find the record button. Go ahead, Al. Keep yelling. Dude, he did it once, and now he's sitting there because he knows we're trying to record him.
Yeah, he knows.
Keep in mind, he can't hear you guys or any of that. I have my headphones on.
No.
He has no idea.
But he does know.
Sucks.
Yes. Apparently, Officer Krupke is trying to deputize MSO. Thank you, MSO, for standing your ground. I want to. If he keeps threatening, I want to see him. He'd better come and get me all the way over here in Canada. That's on him.
Let's see.
Let him
Lab
pull
Glass
you in.
saying, I'm only 30% of what's in others' butts. Well, I don't know if you made this list, so you might feel bad about it. MSO, Johnny's Exotic Butt Plugs. No butt plugs. But, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission actually keeps a database of ER visits and what brings people in, meaning the government has an extensive list. Every time a patient has said, really, doc, I just fell on it. Okay. That's, it's not bad. Of course, the database is entirely anonymous, so we don't know who the people are who did this. I'm not interested about that. Get to the list. All right. So, the Defactor has gone through the most recent data for 2024. Oh, to pick the most shocking, confusing. Why are we reporting on 2024 now? I feel like we should have 2025. Whatever. In addition to numerous toys, including a 24-inch long dildo, the highlights include nails, screws and nails,
Oh, okay.
a baseball. Would you like to know why the baseball had a reason given?
No.
To see what it felt like.
Oh my goodness.
An egg? I feel like, how does the egg get stuck? How does the egg get stuck?
Yeah, how does it must have been a hard boiled.
I don't know. Uncooked pasta? Why?
Yeah.
Is it weird that I want to know what type of noodle it was?
I know. I don't know. I was instantly
talking-
running in my mind through the different types of pasta that I know.
Rotini, elbow, spaghetti. God, if it was bow tie.
Definitely not
Oh, if
spaghetti.
it was bow tie.
Might hurt. It's
Penne pasta, but
uncooked.
that's pointy, so you're running some risks there. A dog
Yeah.
chew toy.
Not surprised.
I'm going to call BS on some of this list. A dryer sheet? That's a dryer sheet? You needed to go to the ER for a dryer sheet? Alucard. I'm more curious how that gets stuck.
Yeah. How do you put a dryer sheet up your butt? Like that has to be done on purpose.
How worried
There's
are you
no
that
way.
like you're going to have like a stinky fart and thinking like we'll get ahead of this and we'll smother it with a dryer sheet, and now every time I toot it'll be like a fresh breeze. Like, no, that's not how it works.
Well, yeah, but again, it doesn't have to go in. It just has to sit at the end between your cheeks.
I love how you're thinking about this. I love where your head's at. Matthew Q. Oh, he knows what? You can't get the Epstein list, but you can get the butt stuff list. Dude, I didn't. Yeah. It's not a get. First of all, secondly, I was never on the hook for getting the Epstein list. The Epstein list is Donald Trump's failure. So Donald Trump, Dan Bongino, and the Justice Department promised the Epstein list. Go after them for that. That's their ball drop, not mine. And the butt stuff list. As for the butt stuff list, like I said, I didn't find this. It found me. These things come
You know what
to
we
me.
need to find?
What?
Oh, you know what? We'll save it for Friday. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to stop now and drop you a message in private DM so I don't forget about it. Or when
Okay.
I do forget about it, there's something, a reminder somewhere.
Scruffy saying trying to freshen up before anal. Why? Why? Don't. Okay, so moving on. So dryer sheet again. I call bull on that one. That one doesn't work. Sandal. Now I've got too many questions. That could be wow. Actually, yeah. Depending on how not flexible that sandal is. Doorknob. What if it's one of those like L or C shaped doorknobs that's got like the whole hand and like the twists? Marbles.
Oh no.
Okay, this one, like again, so far we've only been given the reason for the baseball. This one I want the reason for. Eyeglasses.
Yeah,
were you worried you were going to lose them?
Yeah.
A
Or
rock?
were they the new flexible ones that you were testing? Like, just how flexible are they?
No. That's still not important. Are you are you James Bond and you're planning like to make sure no matter what you can always access your reading spectacles? Like what's the deal? So that a rock, okay, that just seems uncreative. Now you just have a problem. Or you know what? Here's what I'm going to say. The rock, can you smell what the rock has stuck in his butt? I'm guessing that's an accident. Somebody fell. Somebody got injured. No stuck anal beads. Well, the numerous sex toys were ruled out, including the 24-inch long dildo. And Lab Glass saying 24 inches, somebody beat my record. That's perhaps the most shocking admission of the thing. A dryer sheet is not a replacement for PrEP. Thank you, Professor Tie-Dye, with the 25 bits. We greatly appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, so this next one has a reason. Beard clippers wrapped in plastic.
Okay, no, that makes sense if he's got to go to jail. Trying to bring the good razor.
The reason given was feeling constipated for 2 days.
He was feeling constipated. He shoved something up his
Yeah.
ass.
I feel like
How is it surprising that he's feeling a bit constipated?
that's like pouring gasoline on a fire to put it out, buddy. We are adding to the problem. Scruffy saying, just eat some effing Taco Bell. The Rock has anal beads in his butt, explains his final boss character last year. Oh. Okay. I didn't watch the Rock stuff last year, so I didn't see that. I do know he had returned for a bit. And it wasn't John Cena's like final year last year, so like he did. Yeah.
Just recently.
Here's one that shouldn't surprise anybody, but it feels very uncreative. Turkey baster. That's just
not surprising.
That's why I always hate eating Thanksgiving at other people's houses. Like I have to trust that you don't use your turkey baster as some sort of weird butt toy. I know I don't use mine that way. That's why I trust my turkey baster.
Just assume that the kitchen tools in the kitchen are
I would
used
like
for the
to.
kitchen
I would
only.
like to, but you know what? I used to assume things about people, and I learned I was vastly
Never
wrong.
eating at a friend's again.
Plastic cleanser bottle full of liquid. I love that we don't have the information on what liquid was in the bottle, but it was full. Shampoo bottle with the reason given slipped in the shower. So that sounds very, very understandable. But we have 2 cases of shampoo bottle, with the other one given for the reason was bored. Why?
Oh man.
Why did you put the Head and Shoulders up your butt? It was Tuesday. I was waiting for the new release of the new Fallout episode, and they were delaying, and gosh darn it if I didn't have anything else to do.
Why not?
Professor Tie-Dye saying, I know Johnny will disagree, but White Castle is not tasty, but it is the only food meant to go out before it goes in. Also, this White Castle's tasty for pothead food.
I've never had White Castle. I don't even know if it's in Canada.
Lubricant bottle, again, not surprising. Enema bottle, that's not supposed to go up. There's supposed to be a hose. Aerosol can. Do you know what's funny about that idea? Like someone, I don't care how or why the aerosol can happens, but if they twerk, you could hear like the spray paint.
Oh, the marble.
So that one,
That's good. I was just thinking when they're dancing, because they keep pushing the button. But yeah, no, I never even thought about the marble.
Riding Dirty Llama saying shampoo bottle. Oh yeah, hubby scanned a patient and saw a foreign object in their rectum. A pert shampoo bottle. Like that's one where, like I can understand the slipped in the shower thing, and that's where I go ooh. That's where I'm so glad the when they did the bathroom remodel, I requested the shelves up top. Like I was thinking there's going to be a child using this, so there's going to be a lot of kids stuff. It's nice the shelves up top, so you have somewhere to put like the adult shampoos and things like that. But yeah, now thinking back on, also great for the tripped, slipped, right up the butt. Turns out it was heavily lubricated from the water and some suds, and let's just say the hair in my ass is squeaky clean. Oh no, dude, I've got one that might make you cringe because it's making me cringe. Dental pick. Oh, that could be bad.
Like one of those like
they clean
electronic.
No, like
or,
you clean.
Or are we talking about?
I think they mean like the metal picks, like the dental pick. Maury saying dope stream. No, we're reading a list of butt stuff. You're missing. Sorry, if you're a raider and you don't understand. Thanks, time for being in the chat. He's whatevs. Twitch isn't even the main platform. 20 no.
Hey man, it's the beginning of the new year here. We're gonna have a lot of top 10 lists that we're gonna have to cover. Just so happens that right now we're covering the top 10 most.
It's not the top 10. This is just
found in the
how many of this? I don't know how many of these are.
Year.
I'm gonna start skipping over some of these. I don't want to do each single one.
Okay. So
but,
much more than top 10.
So I'm gonna start going to the ones where we have reasons. We have 7-inch dildo and pliers used to try and remove dildo. So
that's really gotta suck. You lose the dildo. You got your partner. I'm hoping it's your partner fishing around in there with pliers, hoping to get it out, and he loses them too.
Oh dear Lord!
When sex goes wrong.
We've got another one: broken piece of butt plug and tweezers used to try and remove the butt plug piece.
I shouldn't laugh because those things are pointy. They could potentially perforate stuff that shouldn't.
Dude, this one scares me. Light bulb, glass side first, and the bulb got, quote, sucked up due to the suction effect.
No.
Oh, no.
You dumbass.
But yeah, so that's the fun part of the list. It's just some awfully...
SH is coming in with the more you know. Nothing in the butt if it doesn't have a flared out base.
Saint Caesar, the one time Johnny brings up butt stuff, I didn't bring it up. It like I said, these stories find me. The stories come and find me. So that is again the government list of strange things in your butt. I'm I'm gonna I don't know if I want to talk about this one now. Might ditch it altogether. It's just a local story at this point. And then we don't really have any videos on the monkeys in the music store. So let's cover that. Let's go up here to this. Close that out. That's our second hour stuff. Hey, so we have like a what is it? A half hour left. We've got we got our third hour stuff to fill that time. But I'm worried. I think I grabbed one of the we grabbed that from yesterday. So yeah, I do have to grab a couple new ones. Ooh, these could have all been crossed over, which would be a huge problem.
I'm good. I'm feeling bright.
Yep, that's the horse one. And then what's the last one?
I'm sorry, that was not as entertaining to everyone else.
Oh, we haven't done this one, so we can get that out of there. Boop. And we've got those. All right, so we've got those three things. The story found you. Maybe somebody needs to check your history. Matthew Q, this computer has no history. It's brand new.
Well, maybe that's the problem. It's working off of the default.
The computer has no, so it's not that it just found me. It's not that I had a search history. It's, again, this is a brand new PC. All the news sources I go to are legit news sources that have everything from political stuff to whatever. That's why we did the serious stuff in the beginning, the less serious stuff later. Matthew Call, what about musical monkeys? I want to know. Here, we'll go grab that one again for you. And again, it's a rip and read, so I can't really show it. That's why I decided not to go with. There's no video. I thought I had a video. Drone team. All right. Tennessee Music Store. The owners of a stop. Load the story or don't load ads. The owners of a trade center music shop in Morriston, Tennessee, apparently opened their doors on Sunday morning, and the place was trashed. They reported the place looked like a hotel room visited by Keith Richards. There were broken musical instruments strewn about, and at the center of the chaos stood a cinnamon capuchin monkey.
Huh.
The monkey came into the trade center in the middle of the night through a small pet door and made himself at home. So apparently, and again, we here, we can do this. Here's the photos of it. The clip from the article. So this little guy got inside and he just trashed the place. Just a little capuchin monkey. I wish I could do the other two photos, but so there we go. Just a weirdo guy. But yeah, he destroyed a bunch of
guy.
I don't know. I don't know if insurance will cover it, but yeah, it's a little capuchin, says Ryan Dirty Lum. Okay, capuchin sounds like typical behavior. I don't know how that. Here's my question: how is that monkey just running around in Tennessee where he can access a music shop through the doggy door? So, grocery order. Hey, cool. As long as riding doesn't last more than a week. Who am I kidding? It'll all be gone in 2 days. I don't know about 2 days. I'll say this, like, it's going to be awfully interesting in my local area. Thank you, Scruffy, for the smoke alarm sticker and the 100 bits.
I heard that one.
I think we already lost all of Jimmy's Raiders. I love, like, Jimmy to the ends of the earth, and I miss doing games with him. But, like, I love it when his like he does the raid and everything, and it's great. Like, I'm still subscribed. I just got billed recently. I'm subscribed to Jimmy. Like, but he does the raid thing, and I always worry. I'm like, they love watching you play games. I feel like when they come over here, they're just gonna be annoyed and like,
may not be quite as.
It's not as fun, or not whatever. Yeah. All right, he was vaccinated. That was the monkey that was evil in Indiana Jones: The Raiders of the Lost Ark. I feel like, yeah, but wasn't he like a good monkey in a different movie? Like, wasn't that the monkey, or am I thinking of Spider Monkey in Outbreak? Which one was in Outbreak? I think it's Spider Monkey in Outbreak.
Remember.
Smiles a lot for you. Nice cat. Yeah, my cat is a dick. Scruffy saying many of the viewers are British/Euro, and it's late for them too. It's 10 p.m. in the UK. Oh yeah, I have to get all of my clocks back because I don't have the
Oh, right, you don't
the
have
4
all
different
clocks
time
there.
zones, like for East Coast, West Coast, UK, and all that stuff, because I had to reset everything. So
Right.
I still don't even have the programs back for the video editing, which we have to do for our new studio sponsor this week. Which, by the way, yes, this Friday, I'm supposed to have the Marmite delivered tomorrow. So I should have the Marmite. We'll have the Marmite. You said you're doing the, what do they call it? You said
Random shots.
Random shots and the
shots of maple
syrup thing?
and the random jelly beans.
All right, so I have a question about your random maple syrup shots things. How are you going to do this? Like, are you going to use a spoon or like a shot glass? Like, is the stuff like, because I imagine the viscosity of maple syrup isn't such that you can just like down it like a water.
Yeah, no, it's not like that. I'm assuming. I figured I'd just take a spoon.
You should get Maple Crown Royal.
Oh, I would love Maple Crown Royal. I don't think there is such a thing, and if there is, it's not available in
America?
or in BC at the moment. We're having issues with our liquor delivery people have been on strike since August. So
I'm not
limited
doing any chasers. It's not a drinking stream. It's the usual
Yeah.
stuff that's always on the
Yeah, it's
Friday
whatever's
Fun
on
stream.
the
I'm not gonna have any
real-
beverages, and I'm certainly not doing any chasers of stuff. I do have that Granddad, but that stuff is, in my opinion, gross as F. Oh my God. Like, if you ever want to be like, hey, do I want to ever be an alcoholic? Do I have that possibility? You have to drink something like Old Granddad. Like, and you got to do it. You got to embrace the character. Like, do a pull from the bottle. And so I gave that a try last night just to put it on,
Yeah.
see how it fit. Not well. To the point where I literally, and I can say with almost absolute certainty, this has never happened to me before. Like a man who prematurely ejaculated. I've never taken a pull off of a bottle going, and I'm never doing that again. And put the cap back on and put it away. That's where it is. That bottle will sit here until I will have to get other beverages to diffuse it, and I will not be happy with myself. It's one of those where I won't drink it to drink it. I'm drinking it to make it go away. And I'll do it in small doses because I don't want to get drunk. I don't want to get hungover. And I'm certainly not doing it on a stream. So that stuff is so gross. Ugh. Do mailmen on strike, liquor delivery on strike? How do you guys live? Your mailmen are on strike?
I don't think the post office is on strike because I just got a box full of flyers. I have still not received. Rumble cut me a check on November 27th. And it's now what? January 6th? January 7th. And I still have not received the silly check in the mail, in the snail mail. These people had better not go on frickin' strike. They're not on strike right now because I got all the flyers in the world yesterday in the mail. So they're still delivering. But yeah, the liquor store, the BC Liquor Union, the delivery drivers, part of it is on strike. So they do limited hours for all of the liquor store union members are working limited hours, and they have to go out and put on. I think one of my brother-in-laws works for the BC liquor store, and he was required to spend 4 hours a day on the line, on the picket line. But they've been striking since August. And so it got so bad out here where I live in the rural area that they actually had to bring the American alcohol out of the back and put the American booze back on the shelf just so that they had anything to sell to the lushes out here in the rural area. It's it was fun. Christmas was fun.
Scruffy's asking, do you not have direct deposit?
I do, but I can't do that with Rumble because it's American funds. It's a whole big rigmarole. Although I can talk to them now. I now have a PayPal, so I can talk to Rumble. Actually, that's a good idea. Thank you, Scruffy. I could talk to Rumble and
It still
get them
takes,
pay
when
me
they
through
go to PayPal,
right?
it still takes like 8 to 14 days, but it is a lot faster, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
it's a lot faster.
moving
So
into
thank
this,
you, Scruffy. Great idea.
are you a fan of heights, Digger?
Heights are fine. Falling, not so much.
Well, don't worry, they're not falling, they're sky surfing.
Oh, good, good.
Like Mount Everest height sky surfing.
Lord, no.
All right, screw this. I don't need this stupid music. They're sky surfing. Woo!
See, I can deal like that, but no, when they're hitting, when they're looking down from a them perspective, that bothers me.
I feel
But
like
I can
if
look at them in the air.
first ever sky surf skydive done over Everest. So this was over Mount Everest. And here's my question. Like, I feel like if you're going to sky surf all the way down, ditching the board before you hit the ground, that's lame sauce. You got to land on the board. And you're like, hang 10, and then you can get off the board.
Yeah.
Of course she's
There
German.
were a whole bunch of influencers who went
Influers?
to Everest. Yeah, influers.
Influers. I've never heard of influers. So they have like influenza, or they
I guess
just
so.
they recently flew in.
They were rich influers, and they all went up to Everest, and I guess one of them died or something. All sorts of awful things have been happening to these influencers who thought, let's do Everest, with no actual experience in mountaineering at all.
Let's see. I was gonna try and grab
Mr.
this one.
Q's correct. When they no longer make Crown Royal in Canada, there's something wrong with Canada. Canadian whiskey made in the States.
Marvel should have done this for Silver Surfer promotion. It's not the worst idea. Good effing idiots. Scruffy. Imagine the amount of money that costs. I bet I could buy a house. I bet a lot of us could buy a house for that. But now I want to look up, what was it? What is it that Los Federales say likes? Squirrel, base jumping and squirrel suits?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen that. Squirrel suits scare me too.
Here's the
one
part.
slight
Here's the
tear.
part that I love about the squirrel suit thing. Nobody has yet done one that makes it look like an actual squirrel. I would totes respect the person that goes skydiving with a squirrel suit that makes them look like a giant flying squirrel, tail and all, just in the wind.
I see.
All right, so let's see if we
Although
have.
if you can't control the tail, that might actually cause issues, right?
Good one.
Squirrel suit?
All right, this one's from 3 years ago. The thing I love about this one is they have a great point of view. And I don't know, have I subscribed to these people? Because I know I've watched it before. I'm going to. This is Dom E. Wingsuit. He got a subscriber.
Fuck me.
Look how
I thought
cool
we were
that
waiting for him
looks.
to jump off from above. You got me.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Dude, they're going. Here's the best part. They're not aiming for here. They're aiming for like way out
They're
there.
aiming-
They're aiming
Yeah,
for
no,
way
I
out
know.
there. This is
Yeah,
so
yeah.
cool. Don't worry. He's going to go first, so you can wait. Right now, he's praying like he should.
Yeah.
You good? Yep. All right. Hold this 10 seconds. 5.
Lock in the helmet.
3, 2, 1. See ya.
Look at him go! Dude, I'd swear this is AI. I'd swear this is AI. This isn't a real video. This doesn't seem real. This would be so fun. You wouldn't want to do this?
No.
This would be
No,
so
I'm
fun.
fine.
I'd
I'll be
love
waiting at the
doing
other
this.
end.
Do you know
Go
how
hard.
fast
You
they're
enjoy
going?
Yourself. You enjoy yourself. I'll be waiting at the other end.
I feel like my legs might pose a problem. But like again, like you're flying like a bird. Look at him go. Oh, dude, he's threading the needle. He's showing
We're about
off.
to as well.
Star Wars trench, get a suit like an X-Wing. I still think this would be hilarious if your suit made you look like a giant flying squirrel. Or a cat drone. If it made you look like the cat drone. Magic 8 Ball is saying F that. Dude, this is cool as hell. If my legs worked, I'd love to do stuff like this. Look how high up he is. He's flying, dude. It's great. I'd love this. Just pull the ripcord. You know, when you're done. The one thing is, like, he looks like he's vibrating over there. And he's gonna, like, he's falling out of reality. I would totally do that, says Matthew. I would do it. Cat drone. Dude, cat drone's awesome.
Yeah.
Number of votes, like 1 in the chat if you don't know about the cat. And otherwise, we're not going to play it again. Yeah, dude, he's clipping over those trees. This is where it gets saucy for me. I'm like, you know what? And I'm going to mute this because the air sound is annoying. This again, the trees, the trees. Oh,
that's really freaking close to the trees. Yes.
Dude, look how low he is, though. He's passing over the head. Oh, there goes his chute. Up, the chutes are out. We've lost our momentum. Yeah. Coming down on a residential area. That's kind of cool. If your house was here, that would be hilarious.
Nice. Yeah. It's your way to get home from work every night.
So, no, I think that's the landing zone. Like, it looks like they're banking around to land in that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nope, never mind. Yeah. Oh, wait, we're coming in for the road. Maybe don't land on the highway?
Oh, get a little further in, maybe? Yeah, wow. Wow, dude. Yeah.
Jordan.
But to be fair, that's pretty skookum. He literally landed beside his car.
No, that's not his car. That's some random person. He just said,
"Buongiorno."
I thought
that was the guy to pick them up. The guy there to pick him up. Oh, I assumed because there was one.
His friend was way off on the other side of the field in an area that was like miscolored, and it looked like that was a landing zone. So I thought he was going to circle to the right and land in the same spot, but instead he hung a sharp left and just came down right by. I started getting, like, my butt started clenching because I'm not worried about him landing by the side of the highway. I'm worried about the parachute, like, being blown in front of a frickin', like, truck and him getting road hauled, like, as
yeah, getting pulled along. Yeah, that was my concern as well.
Saint Caesar, this is safer than
who was shot was professional protester from out of state. Oh, okay. She was a lesbian and she's a professional protester from out of state. So she doesn't even live in your state. She was there from out of town getting paid to protest, and she decided to run over ICE.
Like, again, if it and like, feel free to send me the facts if they changed, but if she drove at them, like, what did you expect to happen?
Well,
nobody's paying you enough for that. Nobody's paying you enough for that. But that's my opinion. Nobody's paying you enough for that. Like, if you're a paid protester, let them arrest you. If you're a legal resident, then you're done. But again, like, from what we're hearing, that didn't. Ooh, do you want to do another? Do you want to do another sky? We found one. We found some research into your floating islands theory.
Okay.
And it just so happens that it's done. I'm gonna mute it again because it just seems like a lot of pointless audio.
It's done.
It's
from
done.
The sky?
It's done from squirrel suits. So we're gonna,
good.
or as they're called wingsuits by a lot of people. But let's be honest, squirrel suits. You look like a flying squirrel. That literally was the inspiration for the wingsuit. That and Batman. So we're getting ready here. They're all lined up in the plane in their pajamas and trash bags, one at a time. Maldive Islands. Look how cool that is.
Oh, wow.
Dude, how pretty is that?
That is so pretty.
And a lot of people don't know this. These 3 islands here, they float. As you'll notice, all 3 of them above the water. So it's cool till a car drives by and the wind blows the parachute. That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Magic 8 Ball confirmed. Johnny's nuts. Dude, I'm not nuts. It's just fun. Greta gets arrested all the time. What, at the Maldives Islands? This just looks fun. Dude, I'm sorry. If me and my friends are all hanging out like this, I got to hear if they're talking. Nope.
No, my guess would be hand signals. or microphones.
in the helmets, but still, I want to hear the conversation. Like, these dudes do this all the time, so it's completely normal. Like, hey, what are you guys thinking about doing after we leave here? What do you think? Maybe steakhouse, maybe a little chop sake. Like, what are we looking for? Like, I'm feeling noodles. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling noodles. My wife has me on this vegan diet. It's totally gay, and quite frankly, oh wow, I think I see. Dude, there's an airport. That's it. So the plane that got them up to do this is the only, like, that's all they have here is an airport. After that, you have to take a boat everywhere. There's no roads. That is so pretty, though. Look at that water.
It is very pretty.
This is very pretty. Here's the thing that's scary about it. It's very pretty, but since you can't see the bottom, it's incredibly deep.
Yes.
It's like, all right, so you got your shoreline going deeper, 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 and you're falling off a cliff.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I'm not going to watch the entire... Oh, wait, we only have a minute left.
See, and this doesn't bother me. Watching this doesn't bother me all that much, but the last one did bother me. A couple of times it was like,
well, that's because
stomach up in my heart area.
That's because those big swinging dudes were throwing themselves to the caution to the winds with how close they were clipping some of that stuff. This guy looks like he's getting lost. This is where I would start feeling uncomfortable, when I feel like I'm getting lost. Oh, he already pulled his chute. Now he's just gliding and he's hanging in for the ride. I see. He pulled his chute so he can operate as a camera. They're doing like a circle of the islands. Yeah. And now we just cut forward to this. Yeah, still is very pretty over there. I wouldn't. That's not a bad place. Let it be known, I could with that. Alrighty.
Ooh. Almost 2:20. You got 3 minutes.
Yeah, I appreciate your enthusiasm and all of that. Have it ready to go right here. So
good.
They are practicing for Mission Impossible 10. The small one is Tom Cruise. Dude, Tom Cruise got like a Guinness world record for the number of like attempts with a parachute on fire because of that movie. So
yeah.
I can't crap on Tom Cruise. He literally puts his life on the line to do some of these stunts. The guy's got a bigger set of cojones than I think I do. Because if I had a fully functional body, I'd do a lot of my own stunts. But I would also be one of those people where I'm like, I'm not a stunt guy. So if it's better to have like a professional who knows what they're doing, like if we need my face in it and I can do it safely, I'm all for it. But if you need if it's one of those things where, well, it would really be better if we had somebody who knew what they were doing. I'll be the first person to tell you that's probably not me. I fly from the seat of my pants, but only in an armchair. You know what I mean? Like it's ballsy but safe is how we're doing it. Yeah. A status from Chevy JB.
I love that Tally is still hanging out.
Yeah, dude, I love that Tally's still hanging out. I'm waiting for the 420. I took video and zoomed. Oh, this is the video of the event. Okay. So I'm not going to play this, but yeah. Floored it at a bunch of them and clipped at least one, possibly two agents.
Yeah. Wow.
So thank you for that link, Chevy JB. If you want that link, it is in the Rumble chat. I'm not going to play it, though. I'm not going to play it. But let me just say, it does do the one thing I did need, which is confirming the information we've heard that the lady, like you can see it in the video, the lady clearly drove at them. So unless the video's fake now, too, smoke it if you got it. Yeah, it's any second now. Because I go specifically when the clock strikes.
Oh, gosh.
What's up? Are you watching?
I'm reading the comments.
In the video?
There's a dipstick in the comments of the video. In 2021, Minnesota sent Kim Potter to prison for mistakenly shooting Dante Wright during a traffic stop. Shooting civilians, even if they're fleeing from the cops, is not lawful. None of the legitimate, undoctored videos show this victim driving over an ICE agent. This is murder. I don't know.
Here's
really
what
don't
I
know that.
here's what I will say
That
on
one
defense of
video
that
is not.
comment, though. Here's what I will say on defense of that comment. I feel like the police officers should have to have the same, can't safely retreat rules that we in Minnesota
Well,
don't have.
yes.
But
Yeah. No, she's definitely. I'm rewatching the video in the slow mo. Yeah, the vehicle definitely took out at least one agent. But
Alrighty. Well,
even that, I don't know. There's so many cop cars. Someone could have started a pursuit, I guess. Yeah, it looks like the one guy that I see, his leg was definitely sucked under the front tire, it looks like.
yeah, he probably was. Like I said, well, the thing is, all of the
But
officers
it's
involved, we
none of-
already
yeah.
know they're all fine. So
I
glad that
don't
they're
I don't
fine, but-
agree with shooting for the sake of shooting, but shooting civilians, even if they're fleeing from the cops, is not lawful. Shooting civilians, if the civilians are doing something dangerous and deadly, then I think shooting the civilian is totally right. That's what the cop is there for. Is it not? Stop. the
Here's what I'll
dangerous
say:
person?
if you don't use your vehicle to block ICE agents, and you if you just stand on the street, peacefully protest, call them, cocksuckers,
Yeah.
whatever, you're in a lot safe. Like
that's
the
cool.
amount of effing around has a factor in it. So yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
we only have like 10 minutes left. So here's a video here.
Oh, better smoke.
Snowboarder. I already did that. The 420 thing. Here's a video. One of the videos you sent me. Snowboarder's about to cause chaos. So let's check this
Yeah,
one
this
out.
guy obviously has never ridden the snowboard.
Wait a minute. What? So what's the deal? He's on.
He's on the pole lift. Thank you. I couldn't remember the word. He's on the pole lift. He's obviously been having troubles because the people behind him, but on the ski lift, have decided they need to start filming this. So obviously this guy doesn't know how to use a pole lift. And he's been struggling all the while. He's almost at the top of the hill, and that's when shit goes down. Or he goes down. And a lot of
Oh,
other people
boy.
go down too. And they just keep going down.
Oh no. How bad?
Yeah.
How bad do you hate this guy?
Oh, wait.
Oh, there's one. Oh, there's two.
Now look down the hill.
Oh, 3, 4, 5.
All of those people are on
6.
the pole lift behind him. So he's just taking out everyone on the pole lift.
He's on the tow rope.
Recording knew it was going to happen. Because they're already recording him. So I figure his ride up has been funny to start with.
Smiles a lot for
decided to
you
have
says
to
it
record.
happens. Well, it clearly happened that time because we played the video. So it definitely happened.
Oh,
Oh my god. Yeah, dude,
very
that was
funny.
good. That was good. My chin is getting I want to shave so bad. I look like a homeless bum, but I have to wait till Friday. So it's just
Friday.
like now I'm pulling on this and scratching at it.
2.5 more days.
Oh, me. Whoa. Masked Singer. That show used to be so awesome. The Masked Singer. I was a huge fan. Took out the whole slope. All right, so let's go ahead and close that. We've got pretty much one story left, and we've got like 5 minutes left. So we'll go into this news story here. Apparently, a deer had been trapped in a Wisconsin basement for like 2 days, and it finally got rescued. So, oh, this is just the raw video. It's at a business or a house? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. It's a minute-long video. Oh, it's at a business. So he's completely alive. They didn't do anything to him. They tranked him. But the deer, again, got stuck in... let's do the read part before we go back to the rest of the video. Since it's raw video, we'll do this. A deer broke into a Wisconsin home while the owners were away and spent 2 days trapped in the house's basement. So another resident called 911 on Monday and reported that the deer had apparently crashed through the window of the neighbor's home and appeared to be trapped in the basement. So the home's residents were out of town at the time, and the police contacted the local company Nuisance Pro to help remove the deer, which is believed to have been trapped in the basement for about 2 days. We actually netted it, and we were going to use a blanket, but the animal had been in there a couple days, so it was a little bit tired out, and we were able to just grab onto it by hand and take it out. So that's what we're getting. They just manhandle. Deer's just exhausted. He hasn't had any water. He hasn't had any food. He doesn't know how to open the fridge. Plus, do deer even like deviled eggs? Because they go fast. Those things are delicious.
Oh.
But yeah, so they rescued him. They put him out there. They just took the sheet off of him.
I would have taken him a little further away. Just saying.
They're petting him. You know what you could do? Get him some food and water. That might help him out a lot. Holy shit, Thumper. You're right.
There
They
you
should
go.
have
Get in the snow
taken
where
him
you got
farther.
traction.
Now I get why they didn't, because apparently that driveway was like glare ice. But that poor deer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Needs to get the traction.
Hold on. Glass and poop everywhere. That's a comment I want to know more about. Oh, we got to unmute this?
Yeah. This could be interesting.
Okay, just took me a minute to make sure I was reading the call. Hey, do you want a second unit?
Yeah. This could be interesting.
Okay, just took me a minute to make sure I was reading the call correctly.
A dispatch call for a broken window, a police presence, and animal control.
Oh, this is
all
the
for a
same
deer
deer
that managed to make its way into this Grand Chute home Monday.
We actually netted it, and we were going to use a blanket, but the animal had been in there a couple of days, so it was a little bit tired out, and we were able to just grab onto it by hand and take it out.
It had been there a couple days?
We think maybe Saturday.
According to CeeLo, the owners weren't home at the time of the break-in, and it wasn't until Monday morning when a neighbor noticed the deer in the basement. CeeLo showed Fox 11 around to where the damage happened.
Right there's the spot.
Since it had a few days in the house,
see,
the
if
deer
you got
had time to
windows
make
like
its
that,
way
you
around.
gotta do It's a mess. something to protect Glass and poop everywhere.
The deer.
Glass and poop everywhere.
I might, I might have to hit record and use that as a sound drop.
It's a mess. Glass and poop
Well, let's go.
everywhere.
Basement. CeeLo showed Fox 11 around to where the damage happened.
Right there's the spot.
Since it had a few days in the house, the deer had time to make its way around.
It's a mess. Glass and poop everywhere.
The deer wasn't injured going in or out of the house. CeeLo says an animal winding up in.
All right, so yeah, I just recorded that. I gotta get my I've got to get my Adobe Premiere and Adobe Photoshop programs downloaded onto this PC, and yeah, I've got to get that could be a fun sound drop. It's a mess, just glass and poop everywhere.
All 60 pounds of deer.
Let's see them try to wrestle with a 200-pound animal. Well, I don't think it was about the size or how well they wrestled with it, Matthew Q. It was just supposed to be a fun story about a deer got trapped in a basement and we found a way out for it. But as we found, apparently after 2 days, it's a mess. Glass and poop everywhere.
Everywhere.
So that one's fun. That one should go with the squirrel drop, which I don't know if I've put back on the soundboard yet. Anyways, so we're going to get out of here. You're not joining us tomorrow, right? Like it's a solo show tomorrow?
Nope. Tomorrow I've got to clean so that I can join on Friday.
Sounds good. All right, glass and poop sounds like a got dysentery, and die like you're in an Oregon Trail game or something. No. Anyways, so you're not going to be on tomorrow. You're going to be on Friday. Are you streaming tonight or today at all?
Nope.
Okay. So no streams from you anytime this week other than this Friday. All right, great. So we'll be back with you on Friday. I'll be back tomorrow. We've been Johnny. She's been Digger. You've been an audience. We're going to go ahead and go. And especially if you're in the area, stay safe. Here's what I'm saying. Even if you don't agree with the damn stuff, just don't protest. It's just, don't do that. Anyways, later.
Shut up and sleep with me. Come on, why won't you sleep with me? Shut up and sleep with me.
Clip it.